Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Welcome to another episode of the Council of Six, a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign fraught with all the drama and peril that will take your breath and steal your mind. My name is Jay Longaro, your DM for the night, and on this campaign we will be using Tyranny of Dragons, which tells an epic story across two adventures of which Hoard the Dragon Queen is the first. Unlike our other streams, we won't be commenting on your comments while we are in play as to remain immersed in the story, but please still engage and comment as we go along. During the breaks, we will go through the comments and interact with you all, because at the end of the day, we are presenting this for your enjoyment. But without any further ado, are you ready to leave all that's real behind? Because there's something breaking at the brick of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go to the Council of Six?
This is my sharp cunt. It's just so like hostile and violent and aggressive.
I mean, that's a word. It's a name.
I don't understand why you keep saying. I didn't say it wasn't what it was. I said it was a bad version of what it is what I said.
I like it. It's my favorite word, actually.
I hate it.
Oh god. Get ready, everybody.
We didn't say it.
I did.
By the way, for those that are wondering, the words in questions were, as quoted by Thanic, thick and creamy. That's the
yes. Yes. Only in the good times. Only in the good times.
It was in reference to an alcoholic beverage. Thank you very much.
I think that
You
makes
did not read anything
So she
past
says.
that.
Cheers.
So she
Read
says.
it. Read it. Prove me
Cheers.
Hey, those are
wrong.
my Coronas.
I refuse.
I'll
You
make
have
it here in like
tequila.
5 minutes.
Oh, I got that too, Daddy. I have that too.
Oh, you took
No
both.
tequila.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I
This
hate-
is my chaser.
I am a whiskey girl, and you cannot get me to drink tequila for anything.
Love
It tastes
tequila.
Nobody actually likes tequila. Everybody just likes how white women behave when they're drinking tequila. That's the only
I
reason
love
why anyone
facts.
drinks it.
Ask
FAX
Daddy.
facts.
He can vouch for how much I love
He
tequila.
has said this.
That
He has said
shit
this
is
over and over
good.
again. She really loves tequila. It's
No,
odd.
That's- there's
she
no-
likes,
there's
she
no
likes how
version
she
of-
acts on tequila.
Telling you, this is.
That's all I'm
this is
trying
the
to
drink
tell
of
you.
choice.
That's all I'm trying to
No,
tell you.
here's the
guys,
thing.
all right?
It's the
You-
Latin.
I'm trying to
I can
give
tell
you the
why
truth.
it's patently-
I'm
I
happy
can tell
to
you
deliver
why
it
it's
for you.
patently false.
It's the Latin blood
because
in me, baby. It's
that's
the Latin
one of the
blood.
few
I just
times
love it.
I don't have sex with her is when she's drunk on tequila, because I'm like, yeah, this is. I don't know. I don't feel right about this. Just go to sleep. We'll talk in the morning.
How often is
so-
that? I don't get drunk often.
It's
My
not often. No,
birthday
it's
was
not
like-
often. But it's happened two or three times over the last 8 years
And
to prove his theory.
I'm almost
I think it's time to
positive
play some
that
D&D.
one of those times we did.
Yeah,
I
I
guarantee
would
All right.
you one of those times we
love to
did.
play the session now.
Let's get into
Yes.
D&D. Last time, Council of Six, Hoard a Dragon Queen. A bunch of fuckery happened. Mal fucked a half-orc for some spice. Thanic bought 2 horns that he couldn't buy, so Mal bought it
Mal-
and threw it at him, and he almost broke it. And then Thanic threw it to Stevie, and she almost broke it. And it was an expensive horn.
No, that was Mal. Don't you put
That was
that
Mal
to
that threw it, and I biffed the catch. I
Okay.
did not.
Zanak would be much more
Right.
careful with his 8 dexterity.
And they had also, the group had also secured employment as guards and bodyguards for 2 separate merchants to hide among the
You didn't
caravan.
even have to lie.
Don't forget about all
to
my
follow the code.
explosions.
And
Yes.
all your purchases.
Oh, all the
Ball
explosions,
bearings.
yes.
The ball bearings were
The
a
ball
thing.
bearings. There's a lot of purchasing going on. They were walking around with their Gucci bags of holding. I'm sure there was some little animals sitting in these bags as they were going shopping throughout the
Little
city
chihuahua.
of Baldur's
We
Gate.
have a bag of
No,
No.
we do not.
I was like, when did we get that? I've just been carrying all my shit.
But you purchased a bunch of
The
stuff
Gucci
too.
clutch. The Gucci clutch of
Um,
holding. That's what it was.
And we left off with Mel wanting to visit the Delfontaines to figure out more of the secrets of his past. In the meantime, the guys were supposed to be on the lookout to see if the Dragon Cult arrives in Baldur's Gate, because as of last session, they had not arrived yet. I think we were about late afternoon, early evening, I think is where we were.
On like the second day? No.
Second day.
No. it was
No,
the
third.
first
No,
day.
so
Yeah,
we
we're
got
through the-
there, and then shopped. Yeah, so it is the
Then
second.
on-
It is the second day. It is the
on the
second day.
second day, we secured employment, and then it was good. And then on the third
Yeah.
day, we were preparing to leave.
No, I think we're still
this
on
was
the
still
second day.
No,
this
it's still-
was
still
the
the second
second
day.
day. Stevie and Thanic had just Stevie and Thanic had just went off to like peer into the distance to see
Right.
if we could see the.
Oh yeah, that's right. We went on a sunset stroll. You're right.
Yeah, so romantic.
And
So
me
romantic.
and Mal were like, you know, it'd be fun right now.
Causing chaos.
And no, I know what he's talking. I know what Thanik is saying, because I think at the end of last session you decided to do a long rest. Isn't that what it was? You guys went back to Dude's place.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe we never got to the third day, but
You
we
never got
chose
there.
to long rest, and now we would be waking up.
No,
Or not.
because we long rested.
I care very little.
We
I
long
We'll
definitely
just
rested
say it's
right
still.
out of
We'll
rest.
just say it's late afternoon, early evening of the second day.
Okay,
So you guys
I
haven't.
definitely did not get a long rest. All my second level spells
All
are
right.
gone.
So that's where we're at. And D was just coming along with you guys, DMX, and I guess you could start out when they were talking about the orphanage, because you overheard them talking about it. So if you want to chime in, feel free.
What were they talking about exactly?
Well, so just correct me if I'm wrong, but Stevie and Thanik have walked away at this point, and it's just Mal and Floor.
Yeah,
and
we're on our way up to see if we can see over
Cool.
the horizon, the cult.
And
We're
Mal
going
just
on a
made a
date.
comment
So
to Fleur.
unfortunately, these two shitheads are together.
And Mal just made a comment to Fleur, like, "Hey, let's go check out the Delfontaines while we're by ourselves."
And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea.
D is gonna kind of look around. Alright. And you're gonna see boop, the little miniature pit bull pop up, and she's gonna kind of bend down and whisper to it, "Go find Thanik and Stevie and tell them to hurry to the Fontaine Mansion. You remember where it is." And she's gonna go running off, hopefully in the direction of where they went, because he would have seen them walking away. Who knows when or if she's gonna find them. Good luck.
Little pup in a big city. We'll find out.
Okay, so Mal and Fleur are making their way to Delfontaines, which Pink Bitch had given me kind of directions to.
Yeah, D's gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm just walking along. I'm assuming you're leading because I have no idea where I am or what's
Mal.
happening.
Anything in Baldur's Gate, Mal's leading.
Point of order. That's the upper city where anyone who does not look human is not welcome. Correct?
I'm fine.
Yes. Well, the upper city.
I was about to say
one
it's not
is-
human. It's just not dragonborn.
It's Dragonborns are the ones they are severely prejudiced against. But the upper city is also very bougie. So anyone who doesn't look like they belong, it's like black people driving.
So
through the
Mal
neighborhoods,
being a
they pull you over,
tiefling
basically, that's what
would-
happens if you're out there.
So Mal, being a tiefling, would gather stairs. Like people
Oh,
would
I've
stare.
got ideas.
I mean, you all would
I'm
gather stairs. That's the thing. Unless you
also
look like nobility, unless you look like you're very well dressed.
Dirty as hell.
Roll for shininess of plate armor.
Definitely not. I'm a half elf. I got that. Dirty as hell.
He said so.
D is
Mal,
gonna- D is gonna sneak up on Floor and slowly prestidigitate dirt off of her from behind. Just you just take care of this and this and this. It's hard not to stand out here, especially if you're like this and this.
My badly painted hat.
Malamos, you should put something on your head.
I've got it figured out, and I'm gonna use this guy's self and just basically make Mal look like a human version of himself with his. He's already wearing fine clothes, so.
And speaking of which, while you guys are looking to disguise yourselves, you noticed that a very tall half dragon is nowhere to be found.
Malamos, in response to him changing himself to look like a human version of himself, D is gonna go pale, eyes go incredibly bright, and just stand there a little bit like starstruck, maybe in awe of what he's seeing right now.
Do we know you're behind us?
We do
I'm with you
now.
guys. Yeah, I was.
Okay, cool. I thought you
He
were
was there. He
You-
was there the whole time. He
eventually-
didn't leave
I
halfway
imagine-
through.
I imagine eventually you noticed the dirt coming off of you.
No, I definitely didn't.
Why does that itch?
Or not.
Are you okay, dude?
Oh, yes. Of course.
I know I'm stunning, but
Like, you don't... You got a weird vibe about you right now, and I'm very worried about you. I'm not 100% sure you're an old man, and you've definitely fainted every time we mention this family. There's some weird history shit going on.
One day, hopefully, you will find that age addles the memory, and it's hard to put things in the correct order or know what is dream and what is reality. But I can assure you, I am currently a very, very old man.
Insight check.
That's roll your insight. Do you think? Tell me.
I will, and I
tell
will
me what you got.
guidance myself as well. Hell fucking yeah, 17.
Beautiful. 15 on the deception check. As far as you can tell, he definitely thinks that he's old. With a 17. There's 2 points. I feel like there's some things, but is it worth 2 points? I don't think so.
I mean, I roll higher than you. It's gotta be win.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean,
Yellow,
there's
let
always
the DM of this campaign make
there's
the
margins.
determination, not
He doesn't do anything between players. He sits there silently. So, what the fuck? How many times am I supposed to play until I realize that that's the case? So, what do you want? What do you want from me? DM, how much does Fleur learn with a 17 over a 15?
That's not too much, beating it by too much, but
Still beating it.
I would say, yeah. Thank you. I would say, you can definitely tell he's hiding something, and it has to do with either his age or his appearance or both. But you can't really fathom why, and it's even hard to think what could make this deception be a deception, other than magic, and you're not sensing any kind of disguise or anything like that. So you're almost racking your brain trying to figure out, like, there's something going on, but it's like, what is it?
Give an Arcana check.
I'm so good at these. Yeah, that's a 0.
Man, that sure is a fishy fella.
You fart out some fairy dust.
That is a 1 minus
And
1.
TD appears.
That's how she's born. Fleur farts her out in fairy dust.
The anti-Arcana. Yes, I'm sorry, Mistress Fleur. There's not much that I can tell you. Honestly, the age, it really becomes difficult. I do know that Baldur's Gate is an incredibly dangerous place, and especially for some more than others. And I have been here, and there are things that I do remember that, honestly, I would like to keep to myself, at least for now. If it were going to be a problem for you, I swear I would fill you in on what you would need to know, what I can remember.
How old are you?
He just looks very like
Give me a number.
as far as he can tell, he's age is relative, I guess, for everyone. He points to the far off distance and says the centaurs live to be 400 or 500 years old. Probably in the toddler years of their lives, but as you can see, incredibly mature and capable. Elves, of course, immortal, some would say, if they're not struck down. Old age doesn't really addle them in any significant way, but reach maturity around the same time humans do. I am just,
You hear
mostly
this,
human. What What?
You hearing this shit, Mal?
Mal's just been sitting here watching this whole thing. After casting a spell, counting the time, like, I've only got an hour of this. We should get going.
D, give me a
Yes.
perception check.
I'm watching you, old man.
5.
I made this so low, and you just fucking made it. So you're your adult state. You stick your hands, because you're absentmindedly sticking your hands in pouches and stuff as you're talking. Yeah. And you feel a piece of paper that you don't remember being in your pouch before, and you pull it out.
What is this?
I'm gonna try to read it.
It seems he's gonna close it before you get to it. It seems that he's gonna prestidigitate a little, turn it into ash. It seems that Lord Cassian has left to rejoin his mother.
That could
I don't
be
know
it.
why he would tell me, though. Seems strange.
So he's getting back with the cult. That's worrisome.
Not surprising. Like, the cult part, not surprising. The mom part, surprising.
It's not surprising. When we got into that fight with him last, he tried to stop it. So I'm not surprised, honestly.
In the meantime, Mama arrives to Stevie and Thanik, barking away.
What is it? D's dog is here. What?
I never quite made it this far west. Excuse me?
There's D's dog just came up and started barking at us. What is happening? Is Mama able to like communicate with us in some way?
Like a dog.
Just barking at us.
Well, then
Lassie over here.
Nipping at the heels, kind of doing that thing where it's like that chase me thing that come fucking.
Yeah,
come,
no,
come
Stevie would
fucking this way.
100%. Like,
What's that, girl? Ruff, ruff, ruff. D
Yeah.
says to come meet us. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Where are
Right.
you at? Ruff, ruff.
Right.
The upper
no,
city.
Stevie would
Yeah.
recognize. Stevie would recognize the body language of a dog trying to get somebody to follow them. Because like that's like a thing with dogs, right? And Stevie's good
Yeah.
with like.
that seems like a
animal.
very strange mating dance.
No,
Which one of us do you think it finds attractive?
I think she wants us to follow her. I don't think she's trying to like attract either one of us.
Are you
We
worried?
should probably. I worry that Dee needs us to help with the kids.
I hope you're fast, small one. And I'll fucking take off.
Stevie's running after.
All right, so the rest of you, I'm assuming you disguise yourself and you're trying to carefully make your way through the upper city. So that's what's happening here. I believe we said that the Delfontaines live near Manor Gate. So
Yep.
right
Yeah.
around there.
Yes.
Sure.
I disguised myself, which is just D taking dirt off of me.
And D keeps looking at Malamose, just mumbling to him, spitting image, really.
This man
Do I hear that?
going to kill us. And I just whispered that to Mal.
Since D shook his head, perception check now.
I'm great at those guys. I got a +0 to that, so.
Can I also try perception or no?
Oh, that's a 19.
I mean, he's mumbling
Oh.
right next to you guys while you're walking, so yeah.
Wow, I'm so good at these things, but I keep rolling so low. 13.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
did you
I'm gonna
just
say this: you guys are
image?
standing right next to him. You guys are walking together, so because you're trying to make your way through here and not be conspicuous. So, yeah, you guys both heard that mumble.
Yeah,
He's
walking and
going
talking.
to kill
But D,
us.
hold on, but D is always mumbling like some weird thing because he's always like working on spells and stuff. So like, can you distinguish between the relevant mumbles and the just old people muttering to themselves mumble? Like that's the
Vibes
I would
question.
say,
Vibes.
I would say Fleur's curious because of the
Yeah, she's on high
earlier
alert
thing that she did.
for
But
mitigating
Mal,
reasons.
With the 19 and the discussion you guys had earlier, definitely knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's probably on high alert too. Okay.
I'm sorry, D. Couldn't help but notice as we're walking and talking. You said spitting image.
What? Maybe I can't. This you. guess since we're here, there's really no reason to keep you in the dark anymore, I guess. Malimos, I don't remember everything, and we're walking and talking. But I was here about, feels like 60 years ago, but 20 years or so ago, and I believe, especially while you're wearing this face, I believe I knew your parents.
You believe you knew my parents?
I can't be sure. Memory, as foggy as it is, it feels like it was so much longer ago than... And he's kind of just looking at his hands. As you can see, they're all incredibly frail and like sunken, almost as if they were drained of like the moisture, the skin. As he like wrings, it takes a while for the skin to kind of go back into its natural shape as he's wringing his hands. And I think that the Delfontaine Manor is a very dangerous place for you to go to. I just have a feeling. I'm not entirely certain why. But also I think that there may be many, many answers for you there as well. So maybe we should just wait for Thanek and Stevie to return before we go there.
I'm willing to wait. But while we wait, you're going to answer a couple questions. You said about 20 years ago? To your knowledge?
Well, I would imagine so. I don't... That's mostly what I've been able to put together based on the things that you've said. And what has happened since we've been here, meeting that... Well, I guess you all went inside, but standing in front of that orphanage, memories had returned to me. I believe that might be why I fainted. The rigors of synapses firing that haven't fired in so long. It's on an addled individual such as myself, it can be a lot.
The thing I find odd about it is I'm 20 years old, so that would have been there at my birth.
It's like fucked up.
Do you know who brought me there?
Brought you where?
To the orphanage.
Did you not get answers from the woman inside?
No, they didn't tell me who brought me. They wouldn't disclose that. They did tell me Delfontaine's lost a child 20 years ago. And then Mr. Delfontaine passed away 3 years ago, I believe.
I remember the name, but I don't remember the faces. I don't know much about these Delfontaines, but if they're past, who is at the manor?
The missus is alive, just the master.
Yes. Well.
So, we're going to talk to her.
I would say let's do a for Stevie and Thanek. Let's see how quickly they catch up. Do a athletics. Let's do a group athletics check for Stevie and Thanek.
That's what I'm good at. 18.
17.
Okay. So you guys
Got that
catch up with them.
quick.
You find them just at the end of this conversation.
Oh, yes. D kind of walks up, puts his hand way up high on Thanek's elbow, and says, "Oh, yes, good. These kids wants to go to the Delfontaines, and I thought it best that we were all together, given recent circumstances."
You did indeed say that they were dangerous. And I looked towards Mal. He said it in passing. It's the only reason that you and I haven't spoken about it just yet. What is it that we're about to walk into here?
I believe Mistress Fleur has a question for you.
We're in the middle of what's it called? The fancy place, and you just brought a Goliath and a centaur when we were perfectly disguised. I thought we would have been a little bit safer without them, because now we're gonna get looked at even weirder.
Just means that you have the money to pay for expensive bodyguards.
But we're near our destination. If we hurry, we should be fine. Yes? Malamos?
Yes, let's get there. I have many questions for this miss.
Stevie looks at Flora and is like, "Sweetie, what happened? There, you don't have any dirt on you anymore. Like, when
this
do you have
place
time to
is
clean up?"
insane. I don't know when this happened. I think these streets are so rich that they have like stores in the street. I don't know what happened.
Well, that's fascinating, dear. And she goes over to Mal and's like, "Sweetie, why? I don't like this. You don't look like yourself."
I know I'm not quite as horny as usual, but
Sweetie, you don't need to hide yourself for who you don't need to hide who you are. I mean, maybe
it's a disguise for a reason. This place sucks around people. Trust me.
As we're
Fair
finishing
enough.
our walk, I'm looking at like every single person we pass, like which one's looking at us.
Yeah, and you are noticing some people are starting to stare a little bit, be it the gait of your walk, the casual way you guys are talking to each other.
The fact that there's a Goliath and a centaur with them.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, the
gonna
centaur
start-
could be a servant. It's
Anyone-
a possibility.
Anyone who's staring at us, I'm gonna stare at them harder.
That always works. The uncomfortable stare.
I'm very used to this. It does not perturb.
Prolonged eye contact.
Sorry, I have a map for this, and it's not uploading for some reason, so that's why I'm waiting. Just give me 1 second here while it uploads. Continue talking as you're walking.
So, Dee, what else can you tell me about 20 years ago? You remember the orphanage. Apparently that triggered something. And you said I'm the spitting image. Have you met my dad?
I don't know if I can say for certain. Again, the memories are jumbled. They're out of order, like someone took a puzzle and shook it up and threw it onto the ground. I just see pieces and pieces, and some of it makes sense for a moment, but then it's the moment that I think that I have it. It just dissolves into a pool of confusion.
Interesting. Insight check.
Interesting.
Insight
I won't
roll.
make you roll for it. That's absolutely true.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just saying.
All right, so you guys make it. You guys make it to the Manor Gate, and D, you recognize the Manor House. It's a very
Immediately.
large estate, cultivated gardens.
I was just
Continue
holding
with your
on to it.
description.
Large
No.
staircase that leads up to double doors, polished oaken doors, as you guys walk up.
D is going to, as he's approaching, Mal, you said you were holding on to him?
Yep, Mal's holding on to D at this
You're
point.
gonna feel him. You're gonna feel him tense up, and then you're going to, you're gonna feel him kind of tense up, and then he's what? To live is to suffer, to survive. Well, that's to find meaning and to suffer. And he's gonna cast false life on himself, almost absent-mindedly.
It's okay, D. It's okay. Before we
Fennec
go up
just
there,
reaches a hand down and places it a little bit sturdily on the back just to make sure that he stays upright.
Yep. As he's approaching the manor, Fennec, you place your hand on his back, and also Mal, you have your hand on him. You feel, he feels more sturdy than he has looked up to this point. Just a little bit, almost imperceptibly.
Stevie is going to be concentrating on Mal and kind of like trying to figure out how he's feeling in this moment. like what's going on in Mal's psyche, mind, whatever. If you want me to do an insight on that, I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just prepare and hold a guiding bolt for any weird shit. I don't know what's in this house, and I'm ready to attack.
That was a 6.
Hold the
I
guiding
doubt
bolt
Stevie
forever.
has much insight into what Mal is feeling at this moment.
No,
You guys can
6.
hear me, right?
You don't. I mean, you can tell he's apprehensive, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I do not like fucking rich people. I will be one of them.
Stevie is very uncomfortable in the like bougie surroundings here.
Yeah, that's why. Yep. Has nothing to do with the clear narrative arc that we're on right now.
Yeah.
It's just
No, she rolled a 6 because she still does not quite understand Mal. But also she is very uncomfortable with the bougie surroundings.
Mhm.
That was
Okay,
that
so you
was
guys
a
make it
side
up to
note.
the
One thing.
front door.
Why is Dobby here?
Yep. One thing I
Just
would like
kill
to
him.
do before
Dobby's
we
always
get
with
into
you
the
guys.
door
Follows me.
is I want to take out.
Yep.
You guys can hear me, right?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to take out
Yellow
what?
is
No,
just
they're just
talking over
being
you.
disrespectful.
Yep.
What was
Right.
you?
Okay. I want to pull out my flute. I'm gonna just give myself a little jaunty tune, quick, and I'm casting
There you go.
enhance
Little
ability on
inspiration.
myself for Eagle Splendor. Nope, not inspiration. I'm casting enhance ability, giving myself advantage on charisma checks.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm using a second level spell for
I
this.
swear to God, every session, Mal comes up with a new song that I have never heard of, and I gotta keep looking at his sheet every single time. I'm like, jeez,
I don't-
okay, here we go. All
I
right.
hold on to these things for rainy days. I don't just toss them all out.
Yeah.
It's just one
All
spell.
right. So you make it up to the
Yes,
door.
it's
What do you guys do?
His ability is boss.
I'm gonna
Is there a door knocker, anything along that lines, or is it just a straight wooden door?
Yeah, no,
Dee's
no,
gonna
it's-
say,
it's-
there, the door knocker, underneath the gargoyle's face.
Okay. Mal's just gonna ring that thing. Just
It's a knocker, but okay. So you. You're
The
kinda-
butler, he's snarky, but ultimately a sweetheart. Don't kill
So
him.
you're waiting, and it almost starts to become. The anxiety starts to become palpable because it feels like you're waiting now for like an hour, and it's only been like 10 seconds, and then you hear
Feels like 10 years.
some little feet, and it comes. It's very
Chucky?
low, and it just gets louder and louder and louder as it gets closer to the door. No, it's almost comical. It's like pitter patter. He gets up to the door, and he opens it, and you all are looking forward, and you don't see anything, and you look down, and you see a dwarf, except the dwarf has a beard, but almost clean. It's cropped so short that it's like weird that it's a dwarf's beard because usually they're very long. It's very short beard. His hair
Point
is
of pride.
parted in the middle and like greased and slicked back. The mustache is twirled like this. He's wearing very fine clothes, white gloves, and he opens the door and he's like, "What are y'all? Can I help you?"
hello, good sir. We have this is the Delfontaine residence, correct?
Yes. Do you have an invitation?
I do actually. I did leave it at home. It's for a Felden Ostris.
Persuasion. I'm assuming that's what you're trying to do, right? Persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion or deception, because I
Or
really
deception?
did not have one. It's
Whichever
the
one you
same
wanna do.
modifier. It's the same regardless, but advantage,
advantage?
just charisma.
Cause charisma.
Oh, because he cast that enhance ability, which gives
Yeah.
him
Good
advantage
news,
on
it's still an
charm.
18.
There we go.
Because
All right.
it's lower than 10.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Queer. I usually have a list of these. Then again, no one has visited in months. A year?
Yes, we're here to pay our respects.
Maybe
to
more
the
than a
lady
year.
in
It's
the-
been a long time. Maybe it's just my memory. I don't know. Come on in. I will speak to the mistress and see what is afoot. If you will, please head on in, follow me. And he leads you down the corridor. You see this grand hall, and where you're entering there, it's pretty empty. Like you see in there, it's just the rugs on the floor, parquet wooden floors that are highly polished and waxed. You see a fountain there. It's almost like an indoor courtyard with the fountain up ahead. You do notice that it's sparsely furnished because it's a open, like a foyer almost kind of deal, but as clean and polished as it looks, in the corners you're noticing, dust and cobwebs. Like, this place is way too big for who's living here and the staff that's here. So he leads you up, and he leads you to the room on the right over here. He's like, please have a seat in the drawing room here. I will speak to the mistress.
I don't know how to draw.
I assume that's the one with the rug, right?
Yeah, the one where Mel's at right now, right? That room right there.
As
I was out of
D
that
is
train.
being walked through the this foyer, he's gonna kind of look around, and he's almost gonna instinctually, kind of like by happenstance, like when you go to get out of your room, you're thinking about something else, and you mean to go to the kitchen, but you actually end up in front of the bathroom, kind of thing, right? Anybody that happened? No, just me. All right, fuck y'all then.
100% happens to me. 100%.
Right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
He kind of starts to walk away from the group toward a room past the door that we're being led to, and then he catches himself and comes back, shake his head, and comes back. But he has a very has a look of conviction on his face as he's walking into the room with everyone else.
And we're still alone.
The dwarf brought you into this drawing room, and it's just you guys in there right now. He closed the door.
As
he did the whole butler thing,
D
closed
D
the
comes
doors,
back,
and
then
walked away. And
as
you
D
hear
comes back, then I just take a knee
the feet inside
to get down closer to his level and say, "Are you
Grab a brawny pectorial, lean on it.
are you sure you're all right?
I think
Ever since we've
Fennec,
gotten closer to this place, you've not seemed well."
it's like the flood of memories are returning to me. I can feel, I can almost taste the last night I was here. It was raining. I can feel there's something beyond that wall. And he kind of points to the following room, the pink one. There's something beyond that wall. I need it. And he's going to absentmindedly tap on his bag, looking for something. DM, is it still in his bag?
Yes.
Okay. I need to be into that. I need a distraction. And I think, Malamos,
Yes.
I think maybe there may be more information for you, but I need to get into that room. And he's just pointing through the wall.
I can be a distraction.
Yes. According to Dobby, you are very good at distracting people, Mr. Fleur.
She is very good at it.
How's that for a distraction? Stevie will put her hand. Who is that?
That was my
That
alarm
look-
for my
For your
my
pills?
Tells me I gotta take my medicine.
Yeah,
Stevie
cool stuff.
will go like put a hand on Mal's shoulder and like talk to Floor. Floor, sweetie, don't you have a spell that can help him sneak a little better?
Oh, I would if I didn't use all my second level spells.
When did you use those, by the way?
Earlier today.
Shopping, or when we were trying to find employment?
I never took a long rest, and
Umbridge.
if I was, I just didn't.
Umbridge was probably the last. That's probably where she. Yeah.
And that was yesterday, so you should have taken a long rest.
Was it a long rest? Did you guys take a long rest?
We would have from one day to the next.
Listen,
Yeah.
let's
We
just,
at least
just- everybody just click long rest. Let's just assume everyone did. It's the next day, so go ahead and just click long rest.
Except for Mal's enhanced ability.
Except for Mel's. Yeah.
I burned shit already. I burned a first and a second.
I magically have a second level spell slot.
Yeah, sweetie, you can help him go a little stealthier.
Only if I went with him.
Please, I may need help. I'm not sure what lies beyond that wall, but I know that it's important that I get there.
I can either help him sneak or I can be the distraction. Which one do you want?
Can I do an insight on D, like if he poses any danger to Floor?
Yeah.
I could also do enhance ability and just give you advantage.
That's a 14.
If we're in need of a distraction, I'm sure I can provide one. If you guys feel more comfortable going in a group.
I want to be the distraction.
Okay.
That's a
so wait,
16
the,
deception check.
16 deception. Yeah, I will say, yeah, you don't notice that he's looking to harm any of you, but that's all you can get from it.
I want to fuck up a rich person's house so badly.
Can we wait until I get this information first? I'd love to talk to someone a little more first.
Sweetie,
And if all fails,
we don't need to cause any mayhem just yet. But if you go with D and help him get this item that he says will get us more information, maybe that could help. And then afterwards, we can cause as much chaos as your little heart desires.
Let's do one thing quick. Now let's go open the door. Try and open the door to see if it's locked or not.
The door of the room you're in?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's not locked.
Yep. Mal just wants to open the door, kind of peek his head out, see if anyone's coming.
Okay, are you stealth?
Yeah, just like stealthily creak the door open, see if anyone's in the vicinity, if anyone's coming, if the dwarf butler's anywhere.
Roll for stealth.
Roll for stealth, that's okay. 24.
Fucking natural.
You open that
20.
door.
Nat
It's like almost everyone's in awe, like wondering, like, did he pull out a can of oil or something? Because that door, you did not hear a sound when that door opened, and you were pretty sure when he put you in there, you heard it go, and he closed them. But
That
we
boy's
opened it.
slicker than a can of oil.
You stealth into the Souls of the Magic Dawn campaign.
Silence as you open it, and yeah, you don't hear anything out there. Whoever the dwarf is, finding lady, it's at the other end of the manor or something, because there's nobody out there where you're looking right now.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it now.
Please,
Fleur,
Mistress Fleur, please.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Cast that thing
Whatever
that
you
makes
can
us
do.
quiet.
I'm old. I can't be very sneaky.
We're going? Okay, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace and put us into the shadows.
So it's just gonna be Mal, D, and Fleur doing this.
And
Yeah, and I know the map
what I
doesn't
will
show
do
it as
is-
much, but it's a large manor, and it's lit up with candles, chandelier. There's a couple magic orbs here and there, but there's lots of places where there's shadows along the walls and stuff.
Okay.
And what Thanek will do is Thanek will step outside, and as they make their move, I'll just close the door and stand in front of the door.
Okay. Dobby's gonna go along. Dobby casts his own Pass Without Trace. Oh, but he doesn't have to. You Pass Without Trace with everybody's with you, so he doesn't have to do that. All right.
Yeah.
So everybody, yeah. So Stevie, what are you doing?
10, right?
Did Mal stay in the room? I missed
No,
it.
Mal's
I'm
going
sorry.
with
them.
Stevie's going with them. If everyone's going.
Thanek was staying in the other room.
I don't think
Stevie's
we should
going with
leave.
them.
He said he was going to stand
I'm
outside the door
essentially
like
gonna
this.
I'm going to pretend to stand guard outside of the room.
I don't think we should leave Thanek by himself. Someone should stay. Maybe
I don't think
more than one
Don't
someone.
worry. Don't worry too much about me. It seems like where you're going is very close. I'll be here if you need me.
I hope so.
And I will, I guess, just to kind of prepare, since D's worry is palpable, I will just, like, grasp the horn that I have, just kind of behind my back, not, like, necessarily trying to hide it or anything, still holstered in the backpack, but just have it at the ready for old Toot Toot if shit goes down.
Old Toot Toot. Good old Toot Toot.
Stevie's not super stealth. Oh, wait, but pass what? Never mind.
Pass Without Trace, yeah. Yeah, you guys can just give me a group stealth check, and there's an added 10 to it with the Pass Without Trace, so.
Oh, Mal, you got your nat 20, buddy.
Just fucking
21.
I rolled again.
31.
Nice,
31 for
nice.
Stevie.
Flair's gonna fuck it up.
Ooh! That's a natural one.
Yeah, but you do have plus 10, so that's 15, so.
I got a 31, so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so you guys
The
make it
horse
across.
is the stealthy one here.
Floor does seem to slip on the very polished floor for a second, but then she catches herself.
Stevie catches her elbow before she goes down.
She turns the corner and Thanek just grabs her by her collar and picks her up off the ground just a little bit, and then sets her back down 2 feet planted.
And then brings his pivot and then brings his foot back to his pivot foot because he didn't have to go anywhere to do that because he's a monster. You good?
You guys make it to the room that Dee is leading you to, which is this one, the pink room right here.
Uh-huh.
Pink is evil, is what I'm hearing from this whole campaign.
The door, is it locked?
Are you trying to open it?
Mal's gonna try and stealthily open it, see if it's locked by using thaumaturgy, because he can blow doors open that aren't locked with that.
I mean, are you just blowing the door open, or are you checking first?
Doesn't it slam the door
I was
open?
about to say thaumaturgy is just like kaboom! So
yeah, so Mal's trying to do that, just so if it's trapped for some reason, it just triggers the trap.
As Mal is trying to cast a spell, Dee's gonna reach out and put his hand on his arm and say, Melamos, the utmost care. We don't know what's behind this door.
That's why I was trying to do it remotely. But if you want, Mal will try and reach and touch the door handle.
Before you do that, Dee will say remote and just kind of move his hand, and coming off of his hand, you'll see this kind of green and black spectral hand come off of it and float over to the door. Do you mean something like this, maybe?
I have these tools.
It pays to be a wizard, and he's gonna use the mage hand to jostle the handle gently to see if it's locked or unlocked or whatever.
So it's an ornately brass carved handle, and you do notice it is locked.
Mistress Fleur.
I'm gonna try to unlock it.
Okay.
We believe in you.
What role is that again?
Why do I also have
proficiency
proficiency
plus
with
dex.
thieves' tools?
What am I
That's what
rolling?
Mel said.
Are you trying
It's
to
dex
break
plus
his
proficiency.
fucking
Yeah,
pines?
dex plus proficiency.
Dex
So if you're
plus
proficient in
proficiency.
if you're
Okay.
proficient in sleight of hand, that's the same number.
Cool.
Yeah, you can just and if you're using D&D Beyond, you just click in that center column which is sleight of hand, and just click on it.
Oh, okay. It's sleight of hand. Okay.
If you're proficient in it.
I'm gonna guidance as well. I am proficient in thieves' tools. I am a criminal. Ew, good thing I did guidance. I'm not a good roller today. That's a total of 10.
No. Yeah. So
think I've
you're
rolled
just
above a 10 yet.
you're really nervous. And your hand's shaky as you're putting it in there, and you miss, and it bends the thieves' tool. So now you gotta try to fix it.
We have to get through this door.
Stevie,
Dee starts to push on it, and she says, "We have to get through this door."
Stevie
I have other ways.
goes up to Floor and oh, sweetie, let me, and is also apparently proficient in thieves' tools.
I came out of the woods and I just decided to try and fuck shit up, you see?
Exactly. So that is going to be an 18 plus my dex plus my proficiency. So that is
There
a
you go.
22
Yep.
total.
Yep. So even on your second try,
Go,
Stevie,
horse, go.
you put it in there, and you're looking at Fleur, you're just trying to comfort her at the same time, not to make her feel bad because you're gonna ace this lock. You hear the
I was
satisfactory
so much
click,
better as a spider.
and the door opens.
Next. What do we see when the door opens?
So as the door opens, the room is lit. Ignore the mimic tongue there. I just made this real quick. That was there already. That is not a mimic, so don't worry about it. So
Are you sure? Are you
enter a
sure?
room,
I
yes,
go
positive.
over there and immediately touch the chest.
The room is not lit. There's no candles or anything in there, but it has kind of an unnatural rose glow to it, and it's emanating from an arcane circle that's on the ground. All the items in there, it looks like no one's entered this room in years, decades maybe. And so there's dust everywhere on everything, and you can kind of see the dust particles floating in the air through this glow, and it's very cold in there as well.
Stevie is keeping an eye on DMX and what he's doing.
As the image of this room comes into focus for him, you can see Spry almost dashes forward, trips a little bit, grabbing his backpack, pulling out what appears to be a large black dragon egg, placing it in the center of this arcane circle, and says, "This is exactly. Please let no one come into this door." And he starts to just cast these arcane runes. You can see the air over the egg start to just start to pop up. He says, "This will repair everything. Malamos, I swear to you, I'll have everything that you need to know if I'm able to accomplish this." And then he starts to like tap on the little dragon egg. He says, such a fool Cassian was to release something that could be so powerful into the unknown. Luckily, I was able to get a hold of it. I caught word of it before it got free." And he starts doing more. You see more runes. Now you start to see the runes on the floor light up a little bit. You can see a little bit of blood.
He closes the door
around the arcane circle, and you can see the runes start to the arcane circle in the floor almost projects up like that Iron Man bullshit and surrounds the egg, and you can feel the wind in the room swirling around you, and you start to smell this. It smells a little bit like maybe a faint smell of detritus, like decay in a forest, maybe a swamp, and the light, while it started pink, starts to turn green and black.
Oh shit!
I have prepared guiding bolt, and I am ready to cast it.
Pacing around the eggs, circling, muttering all these arcane language, these words, and saying, yes, of course, I was here that night. I did this. The mother, she wanted to have a baby, but she was infertile. And he just starts talking this craziness as he's walking around this egg, and these arcane glyphs are starting to form in the air, and then scene transition.
Pause scene. Whoop. Now we're just outside. You hear like. If there was, there'd be like elevator music's playing as Static's just standing in front of the room with his hands behind his back. Just ding, ding, ding. And then you hear, you start to hear clip, clop, like, some hard shoes on the wooden parquet floor. And they're moving much quicker and a much more quickened pace than the dwarf was. And they sound like it has a longer stride. Than the dwarf. So it does not sound like it's the dwarf. It sounds like it's someone else coming. And rounding around the corner from there, you see a very thin man, tall-ish, almost 6 feet tall, wearing robes. You can tell they're vestments of like someone like a warlock would wear. And he has a very
level 5
straight
warlock
back. I didn't change the name. The name's there's a name, but I'm not going to put it on there yet. And he has a very straight back, and his hands are like folded in his robes, and he's walking very determined, and he sees you, and he walks up to you, and he's like, "Who are you? The dwarf told me there was visitors. No one was on a docket. Who are you?" And he's trying to look behind you. Where's the rest of you?
You'll have to excuse them for just a moment. We've traveled very far from Daggerford to the north, and they weren't quite prepared for such an elaborate home such as this. They're merely changing.
Answer the question, sir. Where are your friends?
They're behind me in this room. I'm simply allowing them to change. This is my traditional garb, so I don't take it off for anybody. Excuse me.
Excuse you? Is
could
this
you supply
your
me with
home?
that one more moment. No, it's not, but I will not allow anyone to walk upon my naked party that I'm bodyguarding, under any circumstances.
Well, I don't allow anyone to enter this manor uninvited. So either move or I will move you.
You can certainly try, sir. And I will just, I won't do too much. I'll stand up a little bit straighter, and I'll widen my stance. And I'm not making a move towards the battle axe yet.
Engage
but
those
I am
glutes.
like making it fucking known. Like, if you want to fuck around, you find out, buddy.
Your toes grip the floor a little harder.
Yep. Crunch into the wood. I am fully prepared. If this dude makes an aggressive move, I'm prepared via initiative roll to see what happens. This is a situation I have found myself in many times.
Yes, so I will
I
actually
just wanted to
pause it
talk to
there.
people.
What's going on in the other room?
And the woman, she knew she was dying. She knew maybe her life could mean something. I tried to talk her out of it. There was no way. It was genius. It was the plan, the spell, the ritual was genius. I concocted it. I concocted it myself. You hear his voice change a little bit, and he says, yeah, it's perfect. Malimos, I swear to you, I did not know. I think they knew, and that's why they were so ashamed. And he continues to do more runes and throwing things into the air. And you can see the glowing just starts to kind of grow. This energy, these tendrils, these kind of necromantic tendrils just come whipping off of the egg a little bit. And some of them, they almost attach themselves to the glyphs that are floating around this circle. And he says, please, Mistress Floor, be careful. It may suck the magic right out of you. That's what happened before. And he looks at his hands and he says, "But we can fix it. We can undo it now. We have the power. So much power. So much potential. I hate to take a life. I really do. But, young one, there's so much good work that your potential will be put to."
At that moment, the warlock's looking at Thanik, and you see him raise his hands like he's about to cast something at you. But then his head snaps to his left, and you can see that first originally was this pinkish rose glow, now greenish glow, coming from under the door into the shadows of the hallway. And he looks at it, and he snaps his head back at you, and he just points at you, and he turns around.
I move for a kick before he gets a chance to take a step. I'm just going to full force kick this dude across the room.
Right in the fucking chest.
I thought he was putting his leg out to trip up.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we don't. I'm not dexterous enough for a trip, but I can kick you through a door 30 feet away if I try hard.
I mean, yeah, I'm just assuming you're kicking.
I'm gonna kick you into
it's
the
just like I'm taking the strong foot and just going boom back as far as I can.
So it's a shove action.
Roll the hit.
No way.
Do you want to treat this as an unarmed strike? Well, I guess athletics for sure.
Yeah, it'd be unarmed strike. Yeah.
If that's the case, no, never mind. That's a weapon attack roll. All right, don't fail me now. 13
misses.
Okay.
Okay, so as you do that, you go to kick and you miss, but his stride goes forward, and you see an arcane gate opens in front of him, and he disappears inside of it.
Do I have enough opportunity to reach?
No, that was your action to try to kick him is what you did.
Okay.
And his while you're doing that, while you miss, that's when he walks right into this, because he had turned and he was opening that gate right when you kicked. You kicked and you missed, and he walked through the gate. So you see him walk through the gate, and then everyone else, you see the gate
to the room as necessary. I won't make it there in time.
Yes. Everyone else, you see the gate open in the far side of the room, and out you see this warlock walk out.
Are his vibes bad? I've been preparing guiding bolt. If I feel like his vibes are off, I will.
I would say they don't feel good.
I will immediately cast guiding bolt.
He's doing his hands in his own sleeves thing. He's not a good.
If I get his vibes are off, I will immediately cast guiding bolt.
But he does walk through, and he the first thing he looks at is Damex in the circle, and he kind of looks at him, kind of weirdly looks at him. Then he looks at everyone else. He's like,
and then
what?
He immediately gets guiding bolted.
Okay.
His vibes are off.
Is that a save roll or
attack roll?
It's an attack roll.
It's an attack roll.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to come in and talk to people. Apparently,
Why? Why can I not roll a 5 right now?
Oh my God, that voice! I've never heard that one before. That was great.
That is three natural runs.
Why cannot I
Three
roll?
natural ones out of 5 rolls for Sophie.
The despair.
I haven't rolled above a 10 for an hour and a half.
She said, "Why?"
So you do miss.
was
And
incredible.
as a reaction, he casts Whispering Aura. So I need Fleur to do a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those.
Don't say that.
This is
Don't
gonna be
say
the
that.
one she survives.
this
No,
a
she
charm?
watch. She's gonna
Is
roll.
this
She's
a
gonna roll a nat
charming?
20 on this.
Is this a charm effect?
No.
Okay. Is it? Okay.
We believe in you. Community support behind Floor.
This is glorious. I love
No,
this.
no. It's a
That
seven.
support was
Yeah, you failed.
misplaced.
All right. So, you see this aura come out
I
of his
cannot
hands and
roll
it starts
above
to
a 10.
twirl
Let
through
alone a
the
5.
air and through the green lights and the mist, and it hits you in the face and twirls around your
Ouch.
head, and you just hear
Ow.
these voices screaming in your head, and you take 13 points of psychic damage.
Well, that is half my HP.
So after
that-
that,
what are you going with all this?
after that
Hold on.
exchange,
Before because we're gonna eventually probably have to do initiation here roll, but Demix was in the middle of something, so I wanted to see
the arcane gate explodes. This individual walks out. Obviously, D is like engrossed in the thing that he's doing, and he's saying, yes. And then the warlock, of course, he found the baby and said, no, we have to kill it. I think he wanted everything for himself. I don't know. Rollo! And he kind of looks at him and points, and that's when the guiding bolt goes streaking past, and he says, yes, yes, kill him. He's the reason why Malamos was in the orphanage.
And then the guy.
And again, you hear the voice change. And then the guiding bolt misses completely. And then Floor falls to his knees and says, yes, well, I had to come back and fix things, didn't I? I didn't know it until I got here. I don't know why. I don't know what you did to my circle. But it won't stand. I fixed it now. I have the appropriate power source. And again, there's tendrils just coming off of this egg. And he's going to continue to try and do the ritual. He said, I convinced the woman her life would be put to some good use. And then what did you all do? You sent poor Malamos to that terrible orphanage. Well, I guess that's technically not true. Wait, how did it happen? No, I brought him there because you all were going to kill him.
Can we say at this point, since I have very long legs, I sent him there.
Yes, you arrived.
Fucking door just flies past everybody. I missed one kick. I shall not miss the second.
Yes, you make it
My
in.
friends are in danger from a scary magic guy.
Yes,
And I
would
guess
say
you would walk in and
got
see
there-
all of the things that D is doing at that time.
Yeah. You got there right when all the shit was happening, right when the guiding bolt went off and it missed, and then he psychic attacked her, and then D had his speech with him, and you got there and you saw all that.
What?
Oh,
What is this?
All right.
What is this?
Forgive me, Master Thenic. I couldn't remember, but when I came to the manor, I just knew this room was important. And of course, this is where I did it last time. They wanted a baby, and I told them I could do it because youth breeds recklessness. But it worked. It really worked. The baby was born. Malamos, I'm so sorry. I guess your parents, they must have... It could be anywhere in their lineage. There's no way to know of these things. But because of your affliction, they wanted to kill you. They were so ashamed. And Rollo... Where is the master, Rollo? Where is Master Delfontaine? I'm sure you recognize his son.
That? No, he's supposed to be dead! No! And you see him, he turns his gaze towards Mal. Demix, I need you to do an arcana check to see how you're progressing with this.
I'm gonna fuck a bitch up.
When he starts looking at me just screaming no, all I want to do
19. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
All you wanna do is what, Mel?
You have progressed to the point of completing your ritual.
Holy shit! No, really? Oh yes. so
Mal
you
just
can
wants
see.
to do what?
I-
Mal
I-
just wants to do what?
Yeah, Mal wants to do what?
So this dude looks at me. He's like, "You're supposed to be dead," and Mal's just gonna be like, "A little bit of overload. Let's slow it down here, guys. You need to smile a little bit more." Tasha's hideous laughter on him. So I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
As he's
of
doing
14.
that, Stevie is gonna fucking charge at him with her axe.
I feel
We
like
will
this
get
is
into initiative before everybody just gets free attacks here.
Can we take a
he
break
rolls a
before
4.
initiative?
Yeah,
Right,
we are.
right.
Let me wrap up here.
Let
So he
Mal
takes
get
a
off
4.
Natasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom
He rolls
saving
a 4.
Yeah, and
Oh, cool.
Tasha
Get his ass.
is
He's going down.
within range, perceives everything is hilariously funny, and falls into fits of laughter. The target
he's
must succeed
prone.
with a save throw or fall prone, or becoming incapacitated for the duration. And what's the duration on this? 1 minute.
1 minute concentration.
Or if he's if he gets triggered by damage.
If he gets hit with damage, he gets to make another saving throw.
Yeah, right.
If he
Oh,
succeeds,
Alright, so
gonna
obviously-
get
so
hit with a lot
you
of
see his
damage.
face twist, and he starts to no. What? This no, no, no. And we could take our intermission break. So let's go to take our pee break.
Oh,
I know Mickey has to pee so bad.
No, I already went. I already fucking went.
What? I didn't even notice. You
Oh.
pee so fast.
I do. I go quick.
I thought it was done.
Jesus.
Oh, I think he said almost. I don't know. We'll find
No,
out.
I said you've done enough to complete the ritual.
Oh shit. Time.
And that's what you said. And that's what you said last time I said it.
That's pounds of
Hey,
everything.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Pretty consistent, I think. I feel like I'm pretty consistent.
Okay. I'm ready for initiative rolls.
He is completing his ritual, so I would like the ritual to be completed before we get into initial rolls.
So what? I mean, they can happen at the same time, right? I could spend my first round completing a ritual. I feel like that makes sense.
Unless he attacks.
Well, to be fair, the one target is incapacitated, so
Yeah. The only-
How? Oh yes, Tasha's.
I don't even know if there's a need for initiative yet. That
Am
boy's
I
got a
s-
minute.
I mean,
I
no,
was
if he's
the-
incapacitated, I'll say this. Since he's incapacitated, he's not making any movements. You guys can, out of initiative, attack, but just keep in mind that if he takes damage, he gets to reroll a wisdom saving throw to get out of being prone.
What?
So before anything else, since I just casted Tasha City's Laughter on him, I just want to drop Disguise Self, use Thaumaturgy, and you're going to see Mal actually serious for once. Everyone slow down. Let's take a minute, see what's going to happen.
I have a question for DM.
Yes.
Was the whispers like a one attack thing, or does it stay?
Yeah, it doesn't. No, it doesn't keep going. It was just for that.
Okay.
Stevie, up until this point, had been ready to fucking charge and murder this bitch. But at Mal saying, hey, calm down, she is going to take a second, go over, and tie the fucker up.
She was happy. She was happy to sacrifice her life if it meant a child would be born. She wanted a child of her own. There was nothing that I can do to help her accomplish that, but she thought maybe, since she was ill, that her life could be used to power the life of another. The mistress was barren, of course. I believe the mister may have had his own predilections that caused him to be less virile than he intended, but they couldn't have a child, so they came to me. Necromancy, it's not as evil as they all say. There's that sliver of hope between life and death. That is where we thrive. That is where we learn the most. What should we do? Should we just leave it there unexplored? Because some people think that it's evil, or should we try to find good that we can do with it? And at that point, you can see the egg starts to like crack, and this glowing greenish black light is like streaming out from underneath the crack. And he says, "Oh yes," and then I'm not sure how this should happen. Fuck it. Boom, this beam of black and green energy just shoots up into the ceiling, and the light is almost blinding. You see D completely disappears inside that arcane circle that is glowing around the side. You also notice that none of the energy is escaping out of the circle. You see all of this happening in front of you, but you also feel separated from it in a way. And you can hear the mutterings kind of continue. They're almost like ramblings of a madman. He says, but then they were going to kill him, and Rollo thought that they should kill him, and I think Rollo didn't want an heir. I think Rollo is the reason why the mister is dead and the mistress is addled. I don't know, they can't see anything, so I assume something happens here, DM, that would then be revealed.
Yeah, the glow gets blinding. Everyone, you can't see for a second. You all turn your eyes. You hear his voice shouting through this, and it starts to diminish, and it's kind of like lines in the spectrograph, how they're going up and down. They're just going around him from the circle like that. And as it's going up and down, you see the old man, and then it goes up, and then it comes back down again, and you see his back start to straighten. And then it goes up, and it goes down again. And you start to see the sinewy, slim, liver-spotted arms start to get larger. And it goes back and forth, and then
That's what it sounds like.
kind of goes back like this, and you see the gray hair start to disappear.
Well, they don't hear me though.
Before you. You see it simmers
called it.
down, and you see a man in the prime of his life,
Yes.
standing before you.
Yes.
I called it.
Some bullshit was happening.
Oh, well, I'll tell you this, Floor, that you were right, but you were also wrong. I was old. The ritual backfired. I think he sabotaged it.
His nail. By the way, he's trying to stop laughing, and his nails are digging into the wood floor. And you see some of the nails starting to splinter because he's trying to will the laughter to stop, and so he can stand up and do something.
But I don't know why, as he points down to the floor. I tried to do a favor for them, and they wanted me to die.
Can I kill him yet? Not you, the other guy.
And the
I will
egg
give
has disappeared. You see just the shells kind of cracked and open on the floor. And D is going to kind of bend down, scoop it up, and say, life is sacred. We should never take it for granted. The life that you've gave me, young one. I'll do everything that I can with it. And
Now, let's say with this, about a minute
away.
has passed.
Did
At least a
Stevie
minute has
successfully tie him up?
Yep.
I
I
didn't
said
even
I
hear you
wanted to
say
go.
that.
I totally said I wanted to go tie that fucker up while he was incapacitated.
Yeah, I mean, if he's prone, he can't fight back.
So is it
that
just
ain't
how
gonna
it's
happen.
not, or are we just trusting Stevie?
But
Sleight of
what
hand
I'm
with
gonna s-
advantage, maybe?
right, yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I
tying
mean,
him up?
you don't. Yeah, he's prone, so he can't fight back. So you don't even have to really do a skill check for it. If he's prone, he's prone. It's
I
like
was
tying
talking
up someone
about through,
unconscious.
like- Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what were you
prone
saying?
is
Did I
not
misunderstand
unconscious.
something?
I
Well,
said
I
it, but
mean,
it's
just
like-
for like
I said
the
it's-
strength of the
right.
knot so that he couldn't escape, but it's all good. You
Oh,
want to let me just tie him up without a check? I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a DC for him to get out of being tied up.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Be a grapple,
so, yeah,
right?
no,
for it. Huh?
he's tied up.
It would be
Yeah,
a
it's
grapple,
like,
no?
it's like a DC. Yeah, that's basically like whatever your DC is for grappled. That's a Dex DC, right?
They would contested athletics checks, and he would make with disadvantage because he's laying down.
Right.
Okay, so I do an athletics check?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna roll initiatives, and then his turn is gonna be that. When it's
All
his
of
turn.
us?
Well, he's competing against a 23 for the athletics because I already rolled that.
I might have other things here that I can use to get out of it. I
Fair
gotta
enough.
look
Are
through my
we
list.
Are we all rolling
Four-
initiative?
Yes,
Four
everybody's
initiative.
rolling initiative. Yeah, it's automatically loading it for me.
Why?
I was telling the people
Why?
watching at home. You're better than me.
I can't roll above a 5.
I'm right there with you guys today.
Oh,
Ugh.
jeez.
You're -1.
All right, and let me roll his.
One of these rolls, I'm gonna roll above a 10, and it's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be on the most useless roll, though, is what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be like, roll to steal the bread. I get the bread.
Get
Natural
that bread.
20.
You get that bread, sweetie.
4 on the guidance roll. 2 natural 20s with advantage.
2 natural 20s with disadvantage.
Right.
That would be better.
Okay, that's not gonna work. Just give me 1 second here. I gotta look at what I'm doing here.
And then I murder everyone.
Why?
And then the child with the knife shows up.
I'm having a good time, guys. How about you?
Mm-hmm.
There was a fucking demon
But
ritual. Of
while
course
I'm looking at
having a
this,
good time.
DMX, you actually got the.
Nothing
You get
demonic.
to go first. You have the highest initiative.
Okay.
Beast mode.
Uh,
Beast mode.
What did you get? How did the wizard get the highest initiative?
Because we all rolled below
got
a
it.
5.
I didn't.
Thanek, how did you roll lower than me?
I roll lower than everybody on initiative. That's my whole scheme.
So, fuck yeah, he's, I don't think this has to be a fight, right? Oh, sorry, wrong voice. We don't have to fight no more, do we? Probably not, but still, just in case. He'll walk up to Thanek, place his hand on his shoulder. You, it would be an honor to serve with you in battle, brother. And he'll cast Enlarge Reduce on Thanek. And so he's gonna jump up to large. He's gonna jump to large. He's gonna jump up to large size. You get a D4 on stuff, advantage on the strength things. Yeah, plus D4 for the damage, and yeah, an advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Yeah, and you're gonna get bigger shit. And he's gonna.
I only grow like 6 inches, but I'm
stand behind
yoked,
him,
buddy.
Jack.
Stevie had already gone over there to tie him up, so I'm just moving her over there. Because that's, like I had said, she'd run over there to tie him up, correct?
He won't be alone.
Once again for handling
Everyone.
Since my computer's
I'm ready to murder.
Keep your eyes open, because he won't be alone. And Dee will then say to Mal, he says, yeah, we got a lot of talking to do, buddy, but I think it's pretty safe to assume I'm the reason why you're still alive today. So, a thank you will be nice.
It's not my turn, so.
It's Demex's
It's about to
turn.
be.
You didn't do anything yet. Yellow.
I cast Enlarge Reduce on Thanek, made him large.
Okay. That was okay. Gotcha. Did no bonus actions or anything?
No bonus actions. For me, no. And I'll have Mama run up over by Rolo and just nip at him to distract him.
Gotcha. All right. Next is Rolo. So let me see what I'm gonna actually have him do, because I've been trying to figure this out here this whole time. No, not that.
Athletics 23 from Stevie.
This is what I was trying to read. Okay. So the hideous after was off already. He's just tied up. Prone just means he's on the ground. So he does stand himself up. He's tied up, but he's not prone. So he is standing. And you know what? He's not even going to bother trying to get out of ropes. He's just going to look at you all, and you just see his eyes turn dark and inky black, and you start to see these tendrils of dark energy just erupt from him through the ropes and coming out towards you. And he whispers the arms of Hadar.
What type of damage is that?
Gold.
That is necrotic. No, necrotic.
Oops. So you've been dabbling, I see. Probably with the worst intentions.
I'm a warlock, you fool! So I need everybody to do each creature in the area 10. Let me see. Where is he?
All that means is you don't
person,
deserve your gifts.
The only person that can hit is Stevie. It's 10 people gotta be within 10 feet in front of me. He can actually walk though. Stevie, you're staying there, right?
No, Stevie would have she's grabbing onto him. He is not.
Okay, so he's tied up and
like,
you're grappling him?
He's tied, well, not grapple, but like holding on to it so he
That is a grapple. That's a
grapple.
So a 23.
I'm not grappling him, I'm just reducing his speed to 0.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm not gonna have him walk forward then. So the arms of Hadar are only gonna go after Stevie at this point then, because they gotta be within 10 feet of me. Strength saving throw, which is the worst person to be in front of me for.
Could have been Thanek.
Nice.
Yep.
Stevie's strong.
Yep. Yep.
If that would have hit me, I would have been dead so fast.
But you do take half the damage though.
Whatever.
So 2d6.
And it does not push you away.
I didn't finish reading it yet.
Yeah, it
so
would have pushed her
7,
away.
Half of that is 3.
3.
Yeah, but so it doesn't push you away. And I only did that at first level, so that's why it was only 2d6. All right.
A warlock with spell
and
slots. Interesting.
Well, it gives you the option to do it at a higher level.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Mel.
Ooh, I get to do things. So first things first, T, thank you so much for all the new questions I have today. You look fabulous, by the way. Your bardic inspiration.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Malamos. See, the arcane tradition doesn't have to deny you proper form. Sorry, new vocal cords.
Then I want to move to about there, and then I want to throw 2 daggers at him. Oh, never mind. It would be just 1 dagger because I used my bonus action. So where's my goddamn daggers? I don't do stuff often. Good news. That's an 11.
That misses.
If he's
Cool.
grappled, I forget. Does grapple give them advantage?
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 No.
It's
No,
just.
I
prone.
think it just reduces speed to 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. In all honesty.
Which is why I didn't move forward. That's why you stayed there.
That was my action, my bonus, and my move, so that's me.
All right, and next up is Floor.
Okay. I'm going to immediately bonus action starry form Archer.
Beautiful.
And
Let's go.
Shoot him. So many things. Where is it?
Against my better judgment, I am going to take this opportunity to believe in you again. You're gonna make this hit.
I have a +5 to attack. I just can't roll high.
DM, if you could make Fennec large, that would be great.
Okay. Wow. She really can't.
I still
Oh my
have an
God.
action.
That's true.
I still have an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
So-
Saving throw spell, please. Stop rolling.
Make him
Dice
roll.
alone.
Make him roll.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna try to put a glittering green cube on top of this man, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dex saving throw. First thing.
He's grappled. I don't know how that affects it.
Are you gonna
Also,
position the
technically-
cube?
Also,
Nat
technically,
20 plus 2.
Nikki also has to make a saving throw. 'Cause
Yeah,
she
well, I
is
rolled a
in the
nat 20
cube.
plus 2. 22.
Well, that makes no sense. How are you moving when you're grappled? How are you moving when you're grappled?
Don't
Yeah.
touch me, sprinkles.
It's this. It's
Right.
I just can't move forward or backwards, but I can move in the spot I'm in. I can wiggle.
Yeah.
Well, that was my useful turn.
We're all having one of those, don't worry.
How do you think I feel? I can't do nothing.
I haven't rolled above a 10. I haven't rolled
All
above
right.
a 5 in an hour.
Now it's Stevie's turn. So you
It's
gonna
been
do
rough.
something with those arms, or just keep holding me?
So I just have one. I just have him in one arm, right? I rolled a 23 on that athletics. Like I just have him in one arm. I got him.
Yes, but if you're going to do an attack, you have to let go.
Yes.
No, you can attack while
Punch him.
grappling.
Fucking
Yeah.
punch him.
So, right, so
Unless you have more than 2 arms.
chromatic orb is technically a ranged spell. Does that mean I attack with disadvantage if I try to use it when he's right there. Is that
Absolutely.
like, raw?
That's how it works. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Unless you have, there's a certain feat you can get for it, but you don't have that.
Well, I'm
Which
going
feat
to...
is this?
I know there's
Ignore
like some
me.
for
Never
crossbow.
mind.
I
This
thought there
now
was.
now's not the time. Forget I
I'm
said
talking
anything.
now. It's my turn. Thank you.
What she said.
I am going to summon my Drake companion as my action.
Okay.
So he's coming out. My little black dragon.
All right, let's get him out here.
And going to use my bonus action to command him because he takes his turn immediately after mine in initiative. So I'm going to take my bonus action to have him bite this fucker.
Is that where you want him, or put him wherever you want him?
Boop, boop, boop. Yep, right there. And he's gonna bite this guy.
Okay.
Let's roll that. Nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
definitely hits. Crit.
All right. Where is that attack roll? Where? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I can't find it. I'm not finding the correct thing. I apologize. Where's the fucking... What do I use?
You got to finish one of these sentences so that somebody can help you.
I know, sorry. It's a 1d6 plus my proficiency bonus piercing damage. So 2d6 plus 2. Correct?
Yes.
So that is a 6 for the first dice. I'm going to roll another d6 to add to that. Another fucking 6! Mama
Let's go.
Stevie! Mama
There
Stevie
you go.
is on it. So 14 damage for this fucker because he tried to hurt my children.
And that is officially the first damage he's taken.
Yeah.
Boy, I wonder what it feels like.
Mama Stevie is mad. She's mad.
All right, so so
That's my turn.
That was that. Okay, so the 14. That was the bite from the dragon, right?
14
Piercing damage.
There we go. It's reconnecting now, and
There we
he's
are.
shaking his leg, trying to get it off of him. All right. So let me see here. All right, is that the end of your turn, Stevie?
That is the end of my turn and my Drake's turn.
All right. And now it is Thanic's turn.
So at the start of my turn, I'll start walking towards Rollo, and I'll just, as I'm passing him, say, "Mal, it's up to you at this point. Do you want this man removed from this earth?"
I've known him for a grand total of a minute, so he's trying to kill us. Kill him. I don't know. Maybe keep him a little alive.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ought to put me right there. I don't know how to keep people a little alive. So where's my shit? All right. Yep, I'm gonna attack with my great axe. I'm still gonna follow my rule of not saying shit until I roll, because my rolls are shit. That one's not, though. That's a 26 to hit.
Eee.
That hits 100%.
Is that a crit?
Alright. No, I'm not a champion.
He's a
Oh, it
Alright,
was a
so that's
19.
yeah.
Uh,
So that is 13 plus my D4 for enlarge.
gonna infuse strike that, so the Drake is gonna hawk his loogie right before you hit and is going to deal an extra 1d6 poison damage.
Okay, so that is 17 plus 2 is 19 damage.
That's total, including Stevie's, or that's all yours?
Including Steve.
No, that's including Stevie's.
Okay. So he gets chopped at by this fucking axe.
Zhoosh.
which I'd still like to know how it's happening with Stevie holding him. But he gets chopped out with this axe from a
his fucking
very
midsection,
large
she's got
Thanek
his
right
neck.
now.
got his
My
neck,
feet
he
may be
goes-
slow, but with an axe in my hand, don't worry, it's fine margins.
But
Yeah,
the dice
I
doesn't
think
hit, so it's
yeah, I think I'll leave it there for now. I think I'll call that my turn.
Is this fucker
Okay.
still up?
yeah. He's only been hit twice.
For 14 and 19.
Yeah.
Anyways.
My
This
constitution
is a mini
scores.
boss.
That's
What the
what you're messing up.
hell? And now it's the DMX's
As he
turn
says,
again.
mini boss action surge. No, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
What did he say?
Phoenix idea.
So yeah, I'll leave it there. That'll be my turn.
Okay. It is now DMX's turn.
Who is inspired?
D is going to see that he cannot see past Thanek and say, "You all should probably get out of the way." But I guess, sorry, wrong voice. If I'm going to shoot him, you got to move. But I guess in the meantime, send Mama over there to give whoever's going to attack next the help action. And it's a ranged spell attack kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. And he'll chill touch. You'll see the same way that he uses mage hand. You'll see the green and black hand, spectral hand, come off of his hand, kind of float through the air, land on the shoulder of Rolo, and then I'll whisper from far away, "You should have known better. Somebody should have told you about fucking with me." And then cast chill touch. It's going to be a 21 to hit on the chill touch.
Hits.
That is going to be 4 points of necrotic damage, as well as some bullshit. No, nothing. No bullshit. Never mind. 4 points of necrotic damage real quick. And then
Okay.
he's going to take some steps outside of the room and just kind of look around, just want to get a gauge and kind of listen, try to hear what's going on. Doesn't want to go too far away, doesn't want to be ambushed, but wants to know if anyone else is coming.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn. Is anyone coming?
Is anyone coming? No, you don't see anyone in the hallway.
Word. I don't hear anybody
now
coming,
it
no
is-
stairs, nothing like that, no rushing, no
No.
sounds of magical nature, nothing, no bullshit happening. Cool, that's what's up.
No.
Then he'll step back
And
inside.
now it's. Oh, so you're walking back in? Okay, make your move.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yep.
Okay.
We're good.
So you're right there. All right. So now it's Rolo's turn, and he's going to cast Dimension Door. And take
As
him-
grappled, does he need to move his arms and hands and shit to do that?
No,
Does he have to
it's
move
instantaneous.
through the dimension door?
It's verbal. It's conjuration.
Oh.
Does he have to walk
that makes
through
sense.
the door, though?
Nope. Teleport yourself from your current location to
Yeah.
any spot within range.
Teleportation, yeah.
Does
Yeah.
I know Dimension Door requires you can take somebody with you. Does it require
Willing
that person
creature.
to be
I'm not
chosen or
trying-
a willing creature?
It's willing,
It's
willing,
willing.
but I'm not trying to take anyone with me. I'm just trying to get the fuck away from what holding me. so yeah, he's going to cast Dimension Door and poof out. Real quick, when you came back in the room, did you close the doors, D, or did you leave them open?
No, the doors are not
You left them
closed.
open. Okay.
Yeah.
So the doors are wide open, and he's gonna poof out, and you're gonna see him reappear. Wrong one. And you can see him reappear. Now he's outside the door, looking at you.
Nigga, dimension door, 30 feet. That's crazy.
Yep. I had to get the fuck away, man. That was the only thing I had on me.
Isn't the range on that 500 feet?
400.
4.
Yeah, I can go as far as I want, but he doesn't. He's not trying to run away. He's just trying to get away from
30 feet is
It does
crazy.
have to be to a place you can see as well.
The door was open. That's why I asked if the door was open.
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
Dimension
It's
door
gotta
can
be-
be
it's,
anything you visualize.
Anything you visualize, and he knows this
Yeah.
place like the back of his hand. So, but it was just right outside the door anyway. But yeah, he could have gone anywhere within 400 or 500 feet, whatever it was. But he's not trying to run away from the fight. He's just trying to get away from being held by this very strong centaur. So,
convenient.
Strong.
so that's why he went over there. But that's the so he teleports there, and he's just going to take a step back, and he's just staring at you through the door, and that's the end of his turn. And now it's Mal's turn.
He's there. He's outside. He's there. He's there. That's where he went. He's there. He's right there.
With my current vantage point, I can see him from where I'm at too, right? It's just a straight shot.
Yes. There's two. It's a double door, so yeah, you can kind of see him.
Okay, cool. I can see him.
Well, tell us the games are being played
too. So,
gotcha. I'm just gonna look out at the door, see him. Rolo, we've known each other for a grand total of a minute, and you are a dick. Bonus action, unsettling words.
Okay.
So his next saving throw is gonna have a D6 subtracted from it, and then I'm gonna cast Bane on him.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
that is a Charisma saving throw, DC 14, and we're gonna subtract.
Ooh, that's a warlock. That's a warlock.
I know. That's why I'm debuffing it.
You're going for his
15.
strongest stat.
But he has
15
disadvantage.
minus 4.
minus a d6.
Yep. So
Yeah.
minus 4 from that.
So
Oh,
11.
let's go.
So you just see shadows.
Nice.
You see shadows shoot from Mal, go over to him, and actually just wrap around him. All his attack rolls and saving throws have a D4. You roll a D4 and minus that.
Gotcha. Is it for a round or for how long?
It's concentration for
A minute.
Shit again.
Most likely a
Hold
minute.
on. It's probably a minute. Yep, concentration up to 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. So basically, probably the rest of this fight, unless you
Yep.
break your concentration. All right.
Exactly.
Okay. At
What
the end
does
of your
Bane
turn,
do again?
So
Minus
anytime he
D4.
makes-
minus D4 to any of my saving throws or attack rolls.
and attacks. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Now it's Fleur's turn. Fleur, you there? Or did we lose you?
With...
I heard
Yeah,
her.
she's here.
I heard her.
You can't hear her? Seems like Lunga can't hear you.
She's frozen. She's frozen
I
on
can
my
She
hear
is
her.
not frozen. No.
Yeah.
See, I hear her. I hear like
That
a
helps.
word, and then it stops.
Oh, she's
She's
leaving,
leaving and coming back.
Okay.
So, how about them sports ball team?
How about that incredible character arc that I just dragged you motherfuckers through? How about that?
Am I here? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
I
Yes.
can
Yes.
Beautiful.
How
Yes.
big
An
were
incredible
the
character
bags?
arc that Yellow came up with completely on his own without any assistance from anyone. It was an incredible piece of work.
How big were the bags of ball bearings?
I believe I told you there was like 50 to 100
No, but like
In-
how big are the bags?
in each. I know.
Are
I'm
they, like,
trying to.
are they small?
I'm trying to
Are they-
visualize 50 to 100. I would say it was like a sack like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna explain what I want to do, and you're gonna.
There you go.
I don't know if it's an action or what it is, but I want to dump all of the things in my backpack out and all of the ball bearings into it.
If you're
my
just
backpack.
dumping the if you're just dumping the bag out, that's interact with object. That's a free action. But if you're doing something
That's not-
secondary on top of it, that's when it becomes an action. So like just taking your
Okay.
bag and going like this, I would say that's a free action. But then once you start to pick stuff up and do something, then that's your action.
Cool. My action is gonna be filling my backpack with ball bearings.
Okay.
No,
No, she's making like a soap sock in prison. You know?
For bonus action, I'm just gonna healing word.
You're a druid. You're a
Yeah.
full caster. You don't have to make prison
She
weapons.
wants to beat a bitch with a
I-
ball bearing sock.
You see what I'm doing?
Who is healing worded?
I'm gonna healing word myself because I lost half
Herself,
my
she's
HP.
hurt.
Oh, right. Oh, fucking
She got that psychic
when did that
damage at the
happen?
beginning. The psychic
Oh,
damage at the
yes.
beginning. After she missed
That
her guiding
reaction.
bolt. Yeah, this whispering aura. All right, so that's your turn, Fleur.
Yeah.
Okay, Stevie, it's your turn.
So
So Stevie, you notice him just disappear from in front of you,
Yeah.
and you're holding nothing.
This fucker. So Stevie is going to, as her action, or sorry, as her movement, she's gonna move right here-ish. And as her action, you are going to see her, like, kind of like manipulate the air. Her dragon mark is going to start glowing, and she's going to summon this. Like, you've seen her do this once before for the, for the action, or for the dragon eggs when she was getting acid. But now she's going to kind of compact it into an orb and direct it, like she's gonna reel back and throw it at that fucker, and not my children, and attack him with this chromatic orb that is acid.
Okay.
Fuck!
Whoop, that
That's a
misses.
5. That misses. Whoops.
It almost hits D in the head. He's like, the fuck? And it just shoots over him.
Don't worry. In my new body, I can take it.
Right. How much movement does my Drake companion have? Doesn't say what his speed is 40 feet. So let me. 1, 2, 3. I don't think he can quite get there. He's gonna go there to kind of be next to Floor to protect her if necessary. Yep. But he can't attack Rolo at this point, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I have such a good plan, guys. Don't kill him yet.
Okay, so now it's Thanic's turn.
All right. Enlarge doesn't increase my movement speed. It's still 30, right?
Yep.
Yes.
This is a very
And
crowded area.
Did you say he doubled in size? Is that what it is? Doubled large? So he is literally 16 feet tall.
Well,
No, he said he got a little bit taller, but very wide.
I think if you, I was about to say,
filled out more.
if you cast enlarge on something that is already this big, then I end up like 9.5, almost 10 feet tall, like just enough.
I was
to
gonna say,
hit
because
that
the
large
ceiling,
size.
it's a manor, so I'm gonna say it's tall ceiling. It's about 12 feet tall ceiling, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't. I have
definitely 10
not.
feet.
I have not popped my head up through the next floor. Since this is very crowded, but I am also very big, and pretty much everybody around me is very small. Can I like step over people, or do I have to like try and? bob
You
it
can
to
move
get
through
around
the
these
space of
folks?
your allies. Fine.
yeah, you
right?
can move
That's
through
the
your
thing.
ally space
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
as long as you're not landing in their space.
If I fart, I will throw DMX into the table. So what I'm going to do is,
I mean, you could actually, if you have the movement speed, because the doors are open and it's a double door, so you could technically stand here.
I think technically speaking, 30 is here. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to
not from where you were. No, you're counting short. You're counting from like the back to the front of one. So like, right there is your 30 feet. Yep.
I mean, if I'm right there, I've got a funny feeling he's trying to.
We'll
do
say
some
it's
horseshit in that
those
room.
big, tall, ornate doors, so you can stand in the doorway.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'll get there. I don't like the fact that he's turned that room into a fire hazard, so I'm definitely going to stand in front of the door to protect my friends. And we're gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use my bonus action to fighting spirit. So that's 5 temporary hit points, advantage on all of my attacks. We're gonna great axe this motherfucker with advantage. Did not hit. That's an 11 to hit. Even with advantage. So because I don't like what he's doing right now, I am going to go ahead and do my fucking action surge, and we're going to try that bitch again.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so we're gonna do.
Let's go.
Yeah, someone hit some. Third
There's
time.
my. 13 plus my D4 is 15 damage.
Okay.
And then the only other question that I've got, but right before I end my turn, because that's movement action, second action, bonus action, is what is that behind him? Is that a drop off into a basement? Is that on the same floor?
No. That's just that is
fountain.
just a fountain. Yeah. And though I would say it's like they look like they're windows, but I'm gonna look at this like it's one of those, the fountains that has like the little low walls around it.
Mm-hmm. But it's on the same level as us.
Yeah,
It's not like we're not on a balcony that goes down.
No, I'll say no. That can be walked into.
Okay, cool beans.
Look,
Yeah,
so look at
that's
there's
my
lamps.
turn.
There's like little walls. I'm gonna say the glass are like glass doors, so you can like open
Gotcha.
those and walk in there.
Just stand in front of him, swipe across them real good. I hope you're not planning on using that room for anything nefarious.
It's a fountain, you big oaf.
I meant the room behind me, but with all of my friends in it. Fuck your fountain. I'll kick that over next.
Break his
And
glass
now it is.
doors.
DMX's turn.
So, yes.
Don't give me advantage.
Mama! And she's gonna, you see the little miniature pit bull run from where she was standing over to about where D is because she can't get any farther.
Oh, now I gotta bring someone else out here. Okay.
It's not really that important.
She's attacking,
and
it is.
he'll say, she's not attacking, and he'll say, don't bring it. What? We right here. We're not going anywhere. We right here. And you see him kind of slam his hand on his chest, and you see another image, this kind of flickering image of D pop up, and another flickering image pop up next to him, and then a third one kind of pop up behind him, and they're all like in unison. We right here. We're not going anywhere. And then he's just gonna kind of stand off to the side. Because even though he's mad jacked and incredibly sexy and really capable, he's still just a wizard. Doesn't have a lot of hit points. Doesn't have a very good AC. Kind of wants to avoid the drama if he can. And that's going to be what he does, I guess. And he's going to, Mama can't make it. So there's nothing more for him to do at this present time, unfortunately.
Okay,
So that's gonna be his move.
Inspired D.
All right.
What?
So now it is Rollo's turn. He's like, I've had enough of this nonsense.
So scary.
And D, oh geez, you moved off the side of the door. You're hiding, huh? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So he's gonna look at
Literally,
Thanik,
the only
who's,
one
like,
he can really see is Thanik.
Yeah.
taking
Right.
up the entire doorway,
Oops.
and he's gonna look at you, and he starts to whisper. Kind of reminds you of like parcel tongue, Harry Potter.
Not the Nazis.
I've never read those books. Not much
Have
into
you seen the
fantasy.
movies? Well, anyway, it sounds like
Okay, Dylan has absolutely fucking read those books. He's a liar. You're a fucking liar.
I think what he meant is Thanik has never read those books. But
Is he speaking? Is he speaking undercommon?
No. He's just no. He's casting
drat.
dissonant whispers. All right, goddamn it. Anyway, so he's
Just
going.
wants to know what language you're speaking. Terrifying.
And the sound starts coming to you. It starts to wrap around your ears, and you need to do a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Now, Mel, when you said the
away,
advantage, that was
Simba.
my saving throws, right?
Yeah. So basically, if you make a saving throw, or you attack, you add a D4 and
Gotcha.
subtract that.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm doing the saving
That's,
throw. That's fine.
That's
Go ahead.
bro.
18. You bitch. All right. So it's a save, but you take half as much damage. And I did a high level, so it's 4d6.
That would have killed me so fast.
Okay, so that's a
That's why
12.
I stood in front of the doorway, darling.
So you took 6 damage. And luckily you don't have to run away, because if you would have failed, you would have had to run away as far from me as you can. So, but you only take 6 damage, and you don't have to run away. All right, now it's Mal's turn.
Yay! Can I even see that guy?
You can't see. No. Thanik, if I can't see
Yes.
you, y'all can't see me. Let's put it that way.
Thanik, you're blocking the door there. Please move. And I'm going to give Thanik Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action.
That's an action. I feel like I could use some bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I don't think a natural one's worthy of that. So.
It's been twos!
Oh,
Not even once! It's been twos!
So
So-
Thanik has bardic inspiration.
you know, and just because I want to use my action, I'm going to use the cantrip Whisper and just call him a bitch.
Okay.
There's no
What?
vicious mockery. I'm just calling him
You're
a bitch again.
Fuck you!
All right. I will say this. I will roll. Well, no, it's not. It's turn already ended. All right. So now it is Fleur's turn.
Okay. Can I like crawl under
I don't
Thanik's
hear her
legs?
again. You guys hear her?
What is happening? Yes, we
yes,
do.
we
What
absolutely hear
That
her.
is weird.
Yeah, we
Hold on.
hear
Let me check.
her.
She
Let me check
wants
my
to
thing
crawl
and make
But
under
sure
on,
Thanik's
on,
legs.
the, on,
Something.
the, on the YouTube, she's like frozen.
Floor, you've
So
done
weird.
nothing wrong, Floor. You've done everything right.
You've
Sophie.
done nothing
Whoever-
Oh,
wrong.
wait a
whoever
minute.
I'm talking
Hold
to.
on.
Whichever
No,
one
No,
of
no,
you
no.
I'm
I
talking
think
to.
she's not. Yeah, she's not even in my VDO. I see her in.
So weird.
Oh.
Well,
Did
I
you use
see
the old
her.
link?
No, she's
I can see her.
unfrozen now.
She's
Did you
fine,
use an
she's
old
walking
link,
around.
Sophie? Did you use an old link? No,
I've
you
used
used a new
the
link.
ones.
No,
Yeah,
like,
she's
see,
done
this is
nothing
weird.
wrong.
Hold on. Let
Something
me
wrong with
let me
your
shut
shit.
my hold on. Let me shut my video off because I see her. I see all of her in the
It's to
control
say
room,
hold
but
on to agree with you. You see that?
Yeah. Let me leave and come back. Hold on.
Man, we're gonna meet
Hold on,
Tiny
hold on.
one of
Let
these
me say the
days.
same thing that you just said. Hold on, wait, hold on. Let me say what you just said again back to you.
My goodness.
It's the craziest shit, yeah.
I have such a good plan because I'm so angry.
Okay, I see her now.
And can you hear
Okay.
her?
Hello?
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Can you
Can
crawl
I-
under Thanik?
Can
There
I,
we go.
Can,
uh-huh.
yeah, can
Mhm.
I crawl under Thanik's legs or like get by him since I'm like he's up here and I'm like down here?
I mean, the end of my
Um,
inseam is probably like a solid 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
You could probably just walk under it.
I'll allow it.
Gently graze the
Yeah, can I
lacking of.
You're small.
with the
You're
top of
small
it.
too, so I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move and just get right in front of this. Or to this, I'll go to the side because I don't want to. I don't know. Maybe I'll block some
Sure.
of this entrance way.
Sure. As well, I mean, his balls can't be scrubbed against your forehead because he doesn't have any. So. you're
Yeah,
good.
literally, this is the safest pair of legs standing right
I.
Stay there, young one.
This is what I want to do. I don't know if it's 2 actions or an action or a bonus action,
Just
but
don't
I
look
want
at
to
the
cast
star.
heat metal on all of the ball bearings and shove it on the warlock's head.
Like shove
I don't
the
understand.
bag over his head.
Yeah, I want to put the bag on his head and cast heat metal on all the ball bearings.
So So she
Well,
has
here's
a
the problem.
bag full of ball bearings. Cast heat metal and shove over head.
Right. I get all that.
Yes.
The thing is that I that wouldn't be able to be done in one action because if
Yeah.
heating it is one action, and then if you're using the bag to put it on him, that's an attack because you're hitting him with it. Even if it's putting it on him, it's still doing something
An
to him with
interaction?
something. So that would be
Nah, not
two
that
No,
much.
actions.
in fact, that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is going to take 2 turns, but this is what I want to do.
Yeah, so which one do you want to do first?
I want to put the bag on his head first.
I would like to know how the ball bearings are going to stay in there. Wouldn't they all like fall out of the bag?
Either way, he has a bag on his head.
I would say they've got like the little drawstring pull times.
Right.
Maybe in one
Just
action.
tie it
you go
over his head?
zoop.
So it's like
That
a
feels
grapple
like
situation.
That feels like a skill check. If you're gonna get that bag on
Yeah,
his
that
head,
feels like a
keep all the
grapple.
ball bearings in there, and tighten it. It wouldn't be a
I
grapple.
mean, yeah.
No, he's not
no?
being held.
Oh, sure.
Nah, you know
That would-
what?
that
Fuck
would-
it. That's gonna be Fleur's one good roll tonight.
Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
I would say that's like an acrobat. I mean, it could just be a straight dex roll, but I would say it's an acrobatics check.
It's the same thing no matter what.
We
So
believe in you. We believe in you.
I changed my dice on D&D Beyond, so we'll see if this affects anything.
In you.
14. I rolled above a 10, you guys.
That was better than anything else you've rolled tonight.
Tell me that's his AC.
I made it his AC. That's what I made the DC was his AC, and it was that's a meat. So you just did it.
Let's go!
Fuck yes, dude.
I just spilled my drink everywhere.
Just take care of the electronics first.
So that's Floor's turn.
But that's all you're doing with your turn then? Is that?
No, then I will bonus action change my starry form from Archer to Chalice. So I can heal later, but that'll happen later. Because I'm too close to do any kind of ranged attack. I'll be back.
All right.
Just made a massive.
Absolutely
now it's,
adorable.
Stevie's turn.
I don't even know what to fucking do. Can I get past Thanik towards this?
No,
fucker?
you're too big. I allowed Fleur. You're a big ass centaur, so you're gonna get
Yeah,
past
give
him.
me a second. I forget what size my Drake companion is. I believe my Drake companion is medium sized. Can he sneak under Thanik?
I would say just with the big ass wings and the way they move around, it's not as simple as a little Fleur kind of like sliding under.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I will move, I promise. I didn't mean to do this.
Can I like?
Thanik is like, this 6 seconds is taking.
I thought it was a
very
good
long
idea,
time."
and then all of a sudden, none of my friends can do anything, and I feel like a big boo-boo baby.
Anyways.
Well, it is
Can
your turn
I-
next, if it makes you feel better. And his entire time has only been 6 seconds, so.
I'm gonna go like here-ish, and can
Okay.
I extend my hand under his legs and poison spray?
Yeah. Give me. I would say that here. Let's add some fun to it. Do a dex check.
Dex check, just straight dex.
Please
Yeah.
don't poison my knees. I am old.
That is a 21.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah. You skillfully position your hands between his legs, and Thanik spews green poison from his crotch.
Somehow.
So poison spray is a DC 12 con save for this guy, or else he takes 1d12 poison damage.
Minus a D4.
Can he really be
Minus
poisoned with a
D4.
bag over his head full of ball bearings?
Fuck yeah, you can.
You ever got poison ivy?
That was not the same kind of poison, but 18 I rolled. 16 plus 2, 18.
Minus
four.
a d4, but
Minus
still
four.
it's
Oh, no,
DC
yeah, you're
14.
right.
Yeah, he's
Well,
making it regardless.
Well, there goes my idea.
You did good, kid.
I
You
tried.
tried.
I tried.
You tried.
And
now
then
it's
take my hand out from under Thanik's crotch.
Gotcha. Speaking of Thanik, it is now the wall's turn.
What did I miss?
You missed a lot. So, as I have had a half elf go between my legs, a centaur almost fondle me if there was anything to fondle. I'll just go, I believe I accidentally made a mistake. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And I will move here just to open things up a little bit.
Okay.
And I believe that puts me flanking with Fleur, who is very engaged with this target, holding
Yes.
the bag over his head. Right. Well, if that's the case, then
I'm terrified for when it gets to his turn.
Yeah, he's just gonna take the bag off his head. All your ball bearings gonna fall on the floor. Your whole
You know
plan
what?
essentially
As-
useless.
I absolutely,
great, though.
I love,
gonna
I
be great.
love this
that would
plan.
waste
I
my
love this
turn.
plan so much. I love this plan so much. She's holding the bag on his head.
You're gonna support
I'm
it.
going to,
I love it.
I'm gonna grapple him by holding him.
Grapple this son of a bitch.
Still. Yep.
The question is,
I'm gonna sit down on one knee and put like both hands around his arms and just be like,
can he talk with
The
the bag full
entire
of ball bearings?
encounter has been, let's incapacitate him as much as we can.
Yep. And I have within large.
You know when you're watching an
advantage
MMA
in
fight
athletics.
and you're waiting to see like the fights and end up hitting and the kicking, and all they're doing is grappling the entire time, and you're like, can we get to the fighting? And this is what's been happening.
If my plan works, my next turn will be a lot of damage.
Yes, and
All
I
right,
like
so,
that very much. So I'm rolling athletics with advantage.
Yeah.
So I guess I just got to do a dex saving throw, I guess, to try to.
You were doing
athletics
opposed.
or acrobatics.
Yeah, you were doing opposed athletics or acrobatics check. Strength or dex, I guess.
Monster stats don't. Blocks don't have that. It's just saving throws.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah. I mean, they have like things like Arcana and this and that, but
Skills and shit.
Yeah. All right.
Nope.
Well, I just got to go with a dex. So.
Can you even?
And I have -4 to that. Nat 20 plus 2, 22, -4, 18.
Well, with the nat 20,
Minus the D4?
Yeah. Yeah, but I got a nat 20 though.
Minus the D4. So I will hold him still, and keep his arms down at his side as I'm reaching down and really just full body hugging this fucker. Yeah, that's my turn. I want to see what this heat metal thing does.
Okay. Now it's DMX's turn.
Okay. Yeah, D's all set up. He's gonna kind of peek out. I should have known better than to ever engage with you, the likes of you and your people. It was a mistake. It cost me 20 years of being too old to do anything. You, it's gonna point to Rolo. Been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Let's keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. And you're gonna see this natural fucking 20 of this bitch ass nigga. Listen to what I'm telling you. You're gonna see his hand reach out, and from each fingertip, you're just gonna see this necromantic green and black energy expand out into this gurgling beam of just putrid evil that starts to streak out toward him. A natural fucking 20. Let's fucking go on the second level ray of sickness, fam. With the 6d8 of necrotic damage. That's 34 points of necrotic damage crashing into his body, draining the moisture from him. And I need a Constitution saving throw from this gentleman, who has been, just the perfect guest, the perfect host.
7
really.
-4,
Right?
3.
And he's poisoned. Disadvantage on whatever the fucking attack rolls that he wants to make.
I already have that.
And he's doubled up.
No, it
Doubled
doesn't
up.
work that way.
It certainly doesn't.
So double disadvantage.
But it's there, goddammit, just in case. Natural fucking 20, man, on the ray of sickness. And he's gonna and the beam, as the beam starts to dissipate from his hand and just sink further into him, you can feel, I hope he feels his body shriveling up as that necromantic energy is just coursing through his veins. And yeah, that's it. And he starts vomiting because I told him he'd been eating long enough.
Yeah,
Stop being greedy.
you see him stagger. And
So he's gonna die.
The hands that are like trying to take, that are like holding the bag that's on him, you see start to get a little
Oh no!
wiggly and writhing as he's holding it. You hear
The bag fills up at the bottom.
Well, no, it doesn't fill up. But while Fleur's holding it, he does vomit, and just your hands just get covered in his vomit as it comes out from underneath the bag.
Sorry, Mistress Fleur.
I'm gonna need a new bag after this.
He's gonna dip back behind the wall.
Yeah. So he's staggering. He doesn't know what to do, and he's just what do I do? What am I to do? And he just tries to figure out what he's gonna do, and because I'm trying to figure out what he's gonna do, because I have no fucking idea what the fuck he's gonna do. So he's I could do this, but I'm gonna take a chance. He's gonna cast Arms of Hadar again, 10-foot radius, so it's gonna hit Fleur and Thanik. Thanik's probably most likely get through it. So with
this
this,
might kill me.
you see the tendrils start to come out again, and they're going around and they're trying to reach Fleur and Thanik at the same time. And you guys need to both make a strength saving throw.
It's the noise the tentacles are making.
Enlarge makes mine an advantage. The saving throws
yes,
as
sir.
well.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Strength saving throws. Yes, sir. You are the strong daddy.
Ooh, fucking yucky. 15. Ooh. Back on that nat 1 bullshit. You got just enough. You got just a fucking enough to put a bag on a guy's head, and we're back to it, baby.
I'm about to die. I only have.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, Thanik, I will say you
right.
only take half. So let's see here. So that I did it at 2nd level, so it's 3d6.
Don't I also get pushed away?
Yes.
No. Wait, Arms of Hadar? No.
Yeah.
Arms of Hadar is
Maybe I'm wrong.
wait, which one was it again? You can't take reactions until the next turn.
Ah, genius.
Good news is she's
Genius.
unconscious. It doesn't matter.
If I'm dead,
right,
I won't
so-
need a reaction.
It's a 15, so you take 15 necrotic damage, Fleur. And
Ooh.
and
Drop
Thanik
down.
takes 7.
Thank
Okay.
God I healed myself. I was at 14 earlier.
And that's
Did
the end
you
of his
say
turn.
15?
As puke, 15, as puke is still dripping out over your hands. I would say that was enough damage for you to let go. With all
Can I
the
make a
slippery.
saving? I'm trying real hard.
Yeah, do a dex saving throw
Okay.
to see if you hold on to the bag.
Do you need to be touching for heat metal?
Well, it's more along here
All
holding the
bearings
bag on
will
his
fall
head.
out.
Yeah. So yeah, you failed. So you do let go of the bag. It doesn't take the bag off his head. It's just you're no longer holding it.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's Mel's turn.
Whoo! So many choices.
But that
I
does,
can
if you're
see
no
them
longer
again.
holding it, the ball bearings do fall out.
Do they all fall at one time, or are there still some in there?
Yeah.
Because there
Yeah.
was a lot of ball bearings.
I mean, maybe there's like.
And it was a drawstring
here,
backpack,
hold on.
and so I tightened it. Just because I'm letting go doesn't mean the drawstring goes away.
Yeah, no, they all fell out.
You hate me. I've been rolling ones all night. You can't give me one.
How do I hate you
thing.
when I let you put the fucking
One
bag on my head?
thing.
I'm going to use my action to gather them and just like scatter them in his hair, and then you can heat it next time.
They
There's
are
no
like
fucking
bouncing all
point
over
at
the
this
floor in front of
point.
you. By the way, it's like they're just
Oh, then my
pouring out,
dexterity
clinging.
will definitely fucking fail me.
So have fun
Y'all are
walking,
going
guys.
down.
But it's Mel's turn.
You are going down. It's top of your
Now
turn.
just-
Dex, Dave. You're all going down.
Now
This is
just watch
happening.
the most absurd scene of events happen,
Yeah, you did.
and he just saw Fleur almost die. So bonus action, Fleur, don't die. Healing word. So you gonna get some hit points back.
Why you gotta heal her?
As I want to. Oh, max 8 hit points back because I did it at first level. And so you get 8 back, and then main action, I'm just gonna use. You're welcome.
Use what?
That was my bonus.
Oh.
Main action, I'm going to use a cantrip, Vicious Mockery. Now that I can actually see him,
Oh god. Oh god. Go ahead.
Rolo, the best personality trait I can tell you from you so far is that you might actually die. So, wisdom saving throw, DC 14, subtract roll a d4, plus I think disadvantage from sickness.
I rolled a
Are you
7
gonna murder him? Are you gonna murder him with vicious mockery?
Fucking insult him
and
to death.
2,
Do it.
so he's 5.
No.
Yes,
What
Mal
was the
has
saving
just turned on the entire party and is about to murder Fleur.
After healing wording her.
Right. Here's some healing. Also, fuck you.
Ooh, a spicy 1 damage
Yes.
of psychic damage.
Is there anything added onto that? It's just 1?
It's just 1.
Just 1. Okay.
Vicious mockery does not have any.
Yep. And he gets disadvantage on his next attack, so he has like 3
He already
times
has disadvantage.
Triple
But now it's on attacks.
disadvantage.
All right, now it's he had a disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yes. There's a
Now
lot of
it's
things that are just
triple.
fucking this guy right now.
Yeah, Floor's
Wow,
turn.
if only someone could give me advantage. Or,
I
a
am not
bardic
hearing her again.
inspiration
Goddamn it.
earlier.
Leave.
That
And
would have
something
been
just went up for
nice,
some reason.
Mr.
I don't know
Bard.
why.
He has.
Oh,
he
at the
chose
end
to
of-
fuck
she-
around, and he is finding out.
Every
Sorry,
time she
at
leaves
the
and
end
comes
of
back, I lose her. So let me leave and come back again.
did she leave? I don't think she left. Anyway, at the just gonna wait for the dam to come back.
You sure you don't want to ask us? We can just give you like.
I just want to.
Yeah,
It's not really.
So what I want to do is I want to magically put all of the ball bearings back in the bag.
Wait, what?
How?
Why am I not seeing her?
You
I got
blocked
now.
her.
stars,
Okay, I got her
and
now.
I'm just gonna with my star power.
It's
Just
the
go,
zoomer
whoop.
energy. You've created a
Mhm.
filter for it.
Yep.
It is so weird. It's just hers, but I got her now. I hear her now.
Access to time to
Uh,
level time stop, just so that you can gather them all.
Yeah, gravity, reverse gravity.
I did a time thing, and I just went whoop, and the balls are back in the bag.
No.
So retroactively, because I fucked up at the end of my turn, I would have wanted to send Mama to give the help action to Floor to do whatever thing that they wanted to do. Well, I guess to give the help action to whoever was next, and that would have been Mal, but he didn't use it, so whoever was after him, I guess.
Well, it's Fleur's turn now. So
There's a little dog nipping at the Warlock's feet, trying to give you an advantage on whatever it is that you're trying to do here today, Flo.
Okay.
Fleur, okay, there we go.
Yeah, no, I muted myself because I was chewing ice.
Beautiful.
I don't know. That was my best plan. I don't have any of my shit because it's all in the room.
Fleur, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Just do anything. It doesn't matter. Just do anything.
You're flanking with me, so advantage. And you also have the help
Something with
action
that
from
rolling.
him.
Melee attacks advantage.
The puke is still rolling down him. His hands look skeletal from the poison, the sickness that the MX cast on him. He's breathing raggedly.
Even Mal wants this for you, and it's his fucking backstory.
The vicious
He wants it
mockery made him flinch.
Does he have any metal on him? Any?
I mean, he's wearing a dagger. He has a dagger in his.
What's on his
Can
forehead?
I burn his hip to death?
Is okay? I'm gonna be stupid. Is it a free action to just grab a handful of ball bearings? That have
Yes, but
fallen
whatever
on the
you do with
floor?
them afterwards won't be a reaction.
Yeah. Well, I just want to go with the ball bearings, go heat metal and put it on his I don't know, face or arm or whatever is closest to me.
But then it would also hit you because you have.
Yeah, I know.
You burn your
I
own.
We'll pick
know.
it back up.
I'm
We'll
aware.
pick it back up.
I'm aware.
She is determined to do this spell.
Heat fucking
No matter
metal.
how she's gonna do it, she is determined to do this. Fuck it, let's do it. Go ahead. His hands, he's trying to take the bag off, and his hands are there, so you can be able to push him against his hand.
Okay, cool. Do I roll anything or do I just do it?
I would say no. She wants to put it on him.
Yeah. It's
So I would say, since it's not an attack roll, because she's using her heat metal as the action, just give me a dex check to see if you get him on him, and then if you successfully, then you can do.
Is that with advantage because of the dog?
Sure.
That's the help action. Yeah. That's the way it works.
2 ones.
Don't even fucking put those vibes into the universe, Mal.
400
That's
to
all
1
Mal
chance.
does. That's
I
all
want
Mal
this
does.
so bad.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
That's an 18.
That works.
Let's
yes.
go.
And I'm casting this it's a second level spell. I'm casting this at second level. That's 2d8. I don't know how much. It's however much ball bearings. It's originally 2d8, but
It doesn't
Is that
matter. Heat metal's
2d8?
heat metal. Whatever the
that
spell is,
2d8?
that's
Is that 2d8 per ball bearing or in total?
Absolutely
No,
not.
no,
Stop being
no,
ridiculous.
That would be
Yeah.
This
that
is
would be
enough.
That would be
all right.
broke
Listen.
as fuck.
I'm gonna say this for transfer because she's gonna roll it. The guy only has 4 fucking hit points. Just heat the fucking metal.
Watch me roll 2 ones.
That's why when Mal was like, "I'm gonna do this," and now this is not gonna let you kill him.
Oh,
There we go. Damn it.
13.
Yes.
13
All right, there you go.
damage.
So you put it on him, and it's like it starts to sizzle, and you hear this unholy scream come from inside the bag, and it
Gurgling.
the skin was so taut and dry from this ray of sickness that it starts to sizzle, and it ignites his robes, and his entire robes just erupt into flames. And the bag erupts into flames. And you just see him start running down the hallway in flames, screaming at the top of his lungs, falls down, and he's just a fire burning in the middle of the hallway.
Yes.
Meanwhile, well, he had 4 hit points. I had 12. So I also died.
So
Yep.
wait a minute, hold on. This
Don't
is literally, honest to God, the scene at the end of the first Harry Potter movie.
Yes.
Yep.
You touch his face, you both fall unconscious.
Yes! Wait, you've never read those books. Fuck you!
I'm a Harry Potter aficionado. Dan acts
I know.
for fun.
All right,
Also,
so he's
Harry
a
Potter doesn't
smoldering
exist.
cinder. He's a smoldering cinder down at the end of the hallway.
Floor's just
And you guys watch and see Fleur fall dead to the ground. Or unconscious, I should say, to the ground.
Mal,
Also got death
sweetie,
saving throws.
can you help her?
I was going to, but you interrupted my speech. Anyway, Fleur, get up. Second level healing word. Hold on. You're getting back up with a number of hit points. Gosh, I'm running out of stuff now.
Mama's
I should
gonna
keep
run
helping
over and
myself
jump on
after
Floor's. Mama's gonna run over and jump on Floor's chest and start licking her face.
You come up with 9 hit points.
Ugh, that's so many.
It's healing word. It's not that good.
No, that's genuinely so many. That's like a quarter of my hit points, right?
As you guys are doing this, you see the dwarf. He comes around the corner, and he sees. He comes around the corner up here, and he sees this, and he's like, "Ah! Oh my God! I was telling the mistress!" And he starts to run back
Guiding
around
bolt.
this way. No, he ran away. He ran away.
It's not like it would have hit.
You were still prone too.
I know.
So he was here, and you saw him run back around that way.
Like everyone else, I was doing just fine. I didn't get touched.
I'm in so much pain.
Dude, he was incapacitated, grappled for so many fucking times, and then there's a giant standing in the fucking doorway.
Don't manage to
I like
The
come
it.
moment he
into
could
the
do
players.
shit, he had disadvantage on
thunder
living,
thighs, motherfucker.
basically, is what he had. You have disadvantage on life, Mr. Warlock. That's what you have.
Hey, he fucked around and he found out. That's how it goes.
Still managed to kill one of the characters.
Stevie will like
No, she did it to
gesture
herself.
Stevie will gesture at Thanik to help Floor up, and then go over and give Mal a hug.
While I'm
Is
getting
what's
up,
happening.
I'm gonna healing word myself.
I was just sitting here very confused because it's been like, what, 20 minutes in this house?
Not even.
Less,
No.
not even.
No,
Six.
if you think about
Maybe-
the rounds,
maybe
that was
7.
4 rounds. That was literally 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Plus
I
the
mean
amount
in the
of time that
house
we talked
total.
in the other
We've been
room.
in this
Yeah.
house for 2 minutes.
Well, I mean,
This
the
is what
battle
we
was
do.
30 seconds. You were trying to sneak around. I'll say the battle was only 30 seconds, but I'll say the whole time in there, you've probably been in here about 20 minutes.
We've been in here for 2 minutes.
I came here to talk to a lady about my past, and we just killed a man.
It's
You're
okay,
welcome.
sweetie. We'll find out what happened.
And this man
I'll-
is
I'll-
gorgeous over here now.
Did Mal
I'll-
get everything that DMX said in his
Yes, I
frantic
got.
speech?
D is gonna walk up to Mal and say, all right, young Malamos, if you take a few seconds, walk over here, we can talk. I can fill you in on whatever you don't know.
So let me get this straight. You brought me to the orphanage to save me from that man over there who's going to try and kill me because apparently I was born as a demon. Well, these
A
guys
tiefling,
are rich.
not really a demon, but I think one of your parents, maybe that's the reason why they couldn't have a baby. I don't know.
Do you know anything about them? Are they... Can I
The
talk to someone
Delfontaines. Apparently your father's dead. Sorry to hear that.
Never
And your
know.
mother's up
Okay.
there somewhere sick. They were going to kill you because you were a tiefling. You brought shame to their family. And I saved you and dropped you off at the orphanage. The ritual that I cast to try and ensure that your birth was a live one caused me to get real old real fast.
Gotcha. So the ritual took it out of you. You just did the ritual to get it back, so you could tell us this. Interesting.
Did you just kill a baby dragon?
Dobby does find his scroll in the corner, and he brings it over, and he's like, "Oh, I found this!" And he hands it to DMX, and it lays out basically because it was supposed to be narrated, but there was so much shit going on in this battle, I couldn't narrate anything. And it lays out Rollo's plan. As he mouths it, Rollo's entire plan was he's the one who the spell that Demix was casting originally to try to help her have a baby backfired because Rollo interfered with it without him realizing it because he didn't want the baby to be born because he wanted
I know
to be
it.
there. And what it did was it didn't stop you from being born. It activated the gene for you to be born a tiefling. And when they saw that you were an abomination, they didn't want to keep you, so they wanted to send you away. And he orchestrated to be sent to the orphanage or have you killed. DMX saved you because he didn't want you to die and took you to the orphanage. And the entire time we were there, the reason why you were being abused so much is because he was trying to get you killed because he wanted to inherit the fortune.
Rollo was trying to get him
Rollo.
killed.
That motherfucker.
But the orphanage didn't kill you because Umbridge and them enjoyed torturing you so much. They just had fun with it and they didn't kill you.
Mal's gonna go walk over to Rollo after reading this and just start pissing on his corpse.
Teabag.
While you're handling yourself, I feel like at this point, have I gone down to like normal height?
Can you
Enlarge
deactivate that?
reduces only like
Is it only like 1 minute? Is it 10 minutes?
think it's only a
Oh, minute? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say the battle is 30 seconds. This whole scene just lasted more than 30 seconds, so now you're...
All right, so I'll still kneel down, but I'll be closer to your face as you're pissing on his corpse, and just say, "After all,
Do you need a hand? What?
You know, my dexterity modifier might be low, but my strength will keep it in place if you'd like." No, I'll take a knee and kind of put both hands down on my knee and just say, after all you found out today, do you still wish to speak with her? I think you've got a room full of people that would be more than happy to assist making that happen, but that could be a very hard conversation.
I wish to... Well, for one, we gotta make sure we are not traced to this, because that is murder. So, we're addressing that issue first. Where did that dwarf run off to anyways?
Well, like I said, you, the white line, he ran around that corner.
Oh, yep.
So he went from here, and he went this way. And that's all you saw as he went around the corner.
No one knows anything if you kill all of them.
I like that idea, but there's better options available here. I say we follow this forward and finish this through, or get out of town. We'll find out real quick when we get there. And I do need to see her.
If you need to see her, then let us handle this downstairs. I don't necessarily think that you should go alone. You maybe take someone that you feel most comfortable with, but we can handle this downstairs. If you have a conversation that you need to have with your apparent mother, then you should do so.
Al just nods and says, anyone who wants to come can. I don't know her.
Stevie immediately goes to follow Mal.
I'll stay here and take care of this for you.
I'm gonna stay.
Mal starts walking.
But wait, homie, I need you to know. Just 'cause you're a little red, you mean everything to me. Just 'cause you're a tiefling, you're okay. You're valid.
I just assumed you liked me. I didn't think race applied anything in our relationship until this moment when you're bringing it up.
Your parents suck. And I want you to know.
I'm currently
that
ripping a curtain off a window. I'm ripping a curtain off
a
a window and just shouting from the other room. I think she's trying to say you're hot, buddy.
No, I'm not. You're like a brother to me. That's weird.
As a necromancer, I recognize this. This is death drunk. It happens when people almost die. They get. It'll wear off soon. Don't take anything she says too seriously.
I don't take much seriously as it is.
I just need you to know
it's been great.
that you're cared about.
I'm out of here.
Oh
and
shit!
She's gonna
oh shit! I forgot to zip up.
I just need you to know that you're cared about.
Fleur, honey, you just stay down here with me and stay quiet.
You already picked me up.
Emphasis on the quiet part.
Which, by the way, Mao is strutting his shit because he hasn't been touched, so... So, Mao's gonna try and make his way forward and get to this corner and try and figure out where the dwarfy dude went from there.
Wrapping up.
All right, so yeah, you look down the end of the hallway. You just see another wall of what looks like a very large room. At the end of that hallway.
He's walking out of the house.
Let's make our way there. I don't know where to go.
Stevie's going that direction as well.
Yeah.
She's just
So ahead of you, you see there's a doorway there ahead of you.
Mao walks up to the door, doesn't knock. Thaumaturgy just to blow the door open.
So it opens.
You were gonna get one of these fucking doors, weren't you?
Yeah, I wanted to do this.
Isn't it? It is an
Slam that bitch open.
immense room, and it's a gigantic bedroom, and that bed is fucking huge. She's dwarfed it. So,
oh, there's a lady in that thing.
That's not.
Oh, hello, it's the size of my bed.
That's an orgy bed for 10 people. It's huge. So
I didn't need to know where I was made today.
You see the dwarf just kind of kneeling towards the side of the bed. It's a 4-poster bed. It has the drapes and everything in there. The room smells very musty. The dwarf is trying to keep it as clean as he can, but and you see this old
bitch don't wash her ass
in the bed.
I wasn't muted, sorry.
You were not.
No, you weren't.
So, Mal walks in. Miss Delfontaine, I presume?
Then the dwarf just looks at you and he's like, would you just leave us, please? Just leave us. She doesn't have much time left.
I need her. I need to see her.
Who are you? You've come in our home. You killed Rollo. You just broke your way in and started causing havoc for no reason. What have we ever done to you?
My name is Mal, but Malamos will do for you. My name is Malamos Delfonte.
Let's go!
But when do you use that fucking line?
He looks at her. He looks at you.
Looks at her.
He looks at her.
Oh no.
God.
He's like, you are the child? But
yes, the disaster that you all wish to die.
The wizard was supposed to have taken you away, disposed of you. But
oh, he tried.
how can this be?
That orphanage sucks.
She's talking about me, bitch.
You left. You walked out the door, you said.
Yeah, you ain't here.
I'm talking to Bryce.
Yeah, not the warlock, the wizard.
Oh, warlock. Okay. W's. Sorry. The wizard saved me. The warlock failed.
I'm so confused. I don't know. He just looks at her and she's like reaching over and she's whispering, but you can't hear her at the distance that you're at.
Mal gets closer, and he just gets the foot of the bed, looks down at this probably dying lady, correct? Like she's just fucked up at this point, I take it?
Yeah.
Power word kill.
I don't have magical secrets yet.
She's gonna do it to you.
She raises her head weakly, and she looks at you. And you just see this look of disgust go across her face. And she's
Hello,
like,
Mother.
of all the things to see last before I leave this world, you were the last thing I'd ever expected to see. I'm ashamed you came from my body.
Trust me, the feeling's mutual. You see, I didn't grow up my whole life hoping to meet you to have some grand reunion. I heard whispers of a noble. I didn't want to meet you to get that feeling of family bond. I never had that. I wanted what's mine. I wanted this name. And while I've been walking up, I've actually been scouting the room. I'm looking for any sort of documentation with handwriting, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, no one can stop you. The dwarf isn't even trying. She just says weakly while you're saying that, you can call yourself whatever you want, boy, but you'll never be a Delfontaine.
Just give me a minute. I'll see if I can change it. I'm looking for something that has her handwriting or Mr. Delfontaine's handwriting. Finding an open parchment. And gonna openly in front of these two.
There's that large chest there next to the couch. Yeah, you can go ahead and do a perception. Yeah, I guess for this we can do investigation.
Sweet, I have a modifier to that. God damn it, 7.
Hilarious.
You find a stack of papers, but you're looking and there's so many you can't make out one from the other or what they mean. It's so much legalese and very these and thous and those and thems and you just can't.
I'm not looking for like a
out.
document that I'm not looking for a document. I'm just looking for handwriting. Handwriting and some open paper, maybe a seal if I can get that.
Typewriters.
Well, with that, just give me a quick perception check.
Perception, cool. Where is my perception? There it is. Yeah, slightly better. That's an 8.
I mean, you find some papers in, and you see the names, in the handwriting. You see Delfontaine, and you see one. Most of them say Reginald Delfontaine. Those are
enough
older papers, and then you see some more recent ones that say Gloria Delfontaine.
Perfect. This will do. Lovely. And then Mal's just going to sit down wherever he can find, and openly in front of her, as he's mouthing this out. You said her name was what was her name again?
Gloria.
In her handwriting, doing a straight blatant forgery in front of these two. I, Gloria Delfontaine, have rejected Melamos Delfontaine for many years, but now humbly accept on my last death wishes that he inherit the Delfontaine title.
No. And the dwarf is like, what are you doing? What?
Do either of them make a move towards Mal at all?
The dwarf she barely can move.
Right, but like the dwarf.
He's just diligently at her side. Okay. He seems to really care about her. And he's more concerned with her than anything Mal's doing. It almost seems like protectively over her. Like he's more concerned that he doesn't do anything to harm her. He doesn't really even care about the papers. If it was Rollo, it would have been another thing. But he doesn't care.
He's done that, so.
Yeah, so Mal's just making out this forgery, basically, just to piss her off and give himself some title feeling of accomplishment that he's taking this from her whether she wants it or not. That's his whole goal here.
The dwarf pats her hand, and he does walk over to you, and he asks you to walk to the far end of the room.
Play your cards right, and you can keep a job after this is done.
You could probably just walk to the far end of that big ass bed. She won't be able to hear you.
He looks at you. He's like, I don't ask for much. She has given me so much over the years. I a nest egg saved. I was prepared for this. I already knew I wasn't part of anything because Rolo controlled everything. So it's irrelevant to me. I took care of myself. Listen, if this is what you want, take it. Just do me one favor. Let her die in peace. It's not that much longer.
He loves her.
I don't want her to die swift and painless like a rapier to the guts. I want her to suffer with that. I got what I came for. I got the claim that I was entitled to. If you wish to stay here, I'll keep you with open arms. You're actually quite lovely.
If I have your word that you will let her die here in peace, no one visits. It's just me and her. Then take
All I
it.
ask is, when I'm in Baldur's Gate, I'm allowed my home after she's gone.
He looks at you, and he looks at the papers. He's like, I feel you've already taken care of that.
Lovely. Also, you want a hit of this shit? I got some spice.
He looks at you, and he's like, just go.
Mal just gives that just the biggest smile. Like, thank you. Puts the spice away, pockets that letter, just turns around. He got what he wanted.
D's gonna come back and
So,
peek
yeah.
into the door. Oh, Malamos. Come here, let me talk to you real quick.
Yes?
I feel like, I've done you a lot of good. You feel me? We've had a pretty beneficial relationship. Just let me take a couple little bumps or something for the road. I got a long trip ahead of me, you know what I mean? Like, if we could just
My
work something
body's
out.
healthy. I can take this shit now.
I got a strong constitution modified now, I'm telling you.
Wait a minute. Why is DMX asking for drugs?
No, not in front of Stevie.
It's too
Not in front of
soon,
Stevie.
man. It's
Stevie
too
is
soon.
not paying attention. Stevie is not paying attention to Mal and D. Stevie is looking this bitch straight in the eye and says, "Where you have failed, I will not." And
not my mom.
Killer.
You're not my mom.
oh, hush, sweetie, you know I am.
Oh,
God,
And
I'm wasting your
weakly
next
she
drink
just
with this
says-
shit.
a centaur wants to mother a tiefling? Good. Take him and leave my home.
No.
Won't be yours for much longer, dear.
Technically, this is mine after you pass. Thank you. Good day. Walks out.
Devlin,
Yes.
get them out! And then the
There
woman
is
just-
something
please,
that
just-
I want to say about necromancy. It's real good for killing people.
Is
And
he
I'm gonna
shouting
cast
this
ray
from
of
outside
sickness
the
on
wall?
mom.
Is he
Right,
shouting this
peeked
from
in the
outside
door.
the room at the wall?
Peeked in the door. That's not a door right there.
Oh, yeah, there's a door.
He peeked in the door, and is gonna cast ray of sickness at her at first level.
Jesus Christ! The dwarf!
I didn't have no conversation with no dwarf. Let me get another natural 20. That'd be great.
Prone. She's
A 16
prone,
to
right?
hit. Oh, she is. Oh, well, it's a ranged spell attack, so I roll with disadvantage.
But she's
Two natural
prone, so
20s.
like just straight roll.
8.
Oh,
it's-
no!
I roll with disadvantage because she's prone.
That's fine.
Yeah, range,
Oh, yeah,
range from prone is
The dwarf rolled a
Yeah.
nat 20 to jump in front of it.
Oh,
But
I
like
mean,
there was
I
a 10
missed,
or an 8 to hit, so like
this is gonna. I don't know. Where does he
Jumped.
jump in front of my finger?
He willingly jumped to take the hit.
Good stuff.
Regardless if it was going to hit her or not, I rolled to see if he was going to jump in front of it before he rolled his hit.
That's 9 points of necrotic or 9 points of poison damage, and he's got to make a Constitution saving throw to see if he's poisoned.
You shot that bed,
I imagine-
buddy. You missed. You shot the bed. You sickified a fucking quilt, buddy.
The dwarf jumped in front of it, so I
16.
don't know. Yeah, good stuff. He saves and doesn't get poisoned, but he probably doesn't have 9 hit points because he's a butler.
He has like 12.
How? Magic. Fascinating. That's a
12
tough
hit
butler.
points is not a lot. That's like the average
is
hit
for
point for
an-
like
For
a
an
third level
for an adventurer.
peasant.
a commoner's
there's no such thing as a
commoner's
third
average
level
hit points
peasant.
is 4.
Let's talk about it. He's fine. He has
He's a
12 hit
dwarf.
points. He's
He's
tough.
hardy.
He's been he's a Delfontaine butler, right? He's been through some
Hardy.
shit.
You don't know what he was in his youth. He could have been
He's a
Roll-
level. He's
roll
actually a
those-
level 1 blood hunter.
Roller's
Our
been
level
busting
1
his cheeks.
barbarian.
So.
Did you guys notice when you opened the door, he went, "What are y'all?" I mean, what are y'all doing here? I mean,
He's a level 1 barbarian.
not
That's
notice
because he's a
that?
drunk. That's why.
No, it's because he's a dwarf.
He's a drunken butler.
He is very clear-headed. But no, he takes a hit. He falls on the floor. He's grabbing his chest, and he's just like, "Just
not
leave,
worth it."
please. Just leave."
Besides, after they're gone, you're more than welcome to take up residence here.
Absolutely not. I have things I got to do. But the spice, though. You feel what I'm saying? If you could just send me some of that, I'll be on my way. Get out of here.
Come on, let's go do it.
That's
Is
all.
that
All right.
open to the rest of your friends too?
Nope, this is between me and D.
Flores comes hobbling around, holding herself up.
I'd also like to live in this.
Can I get high
also
too?
Why do I
have some-
feel there's got to
can I
be
also
saving
have
throws
some
here for
drugs?
overdoses at this point?
Absolutely.
Mal hasn't
Oh,
ended
well.
any of them up yet.
I do actually have one thing I want to do though. If other people are done, only if they're done. though.
Absolutely.
While I was helping cleaning up the body with Thanek, I'm gonna see if I can like slip around and just like look for anything that looks expensive.
You mean anything
You're-
expensive that Mal owns?
Yeah.
All of Mal's belongings.
Yeah.
No, that Mal is going to own.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
have
not
to.
much.
owned it yet.
Oh, that's right.
But
I didn't. Well, I was waiting for you guys to exit the place, but at this stage,
I'm
with all the
gonna-
paper he has and everything, he effectively is heir to the fortune and owns the manor.
You guys now have a house in Baldur's Gate, for the record, and that's thanks to me.
But,
So
like,
This
either-
feels like
me.
this feels like
We're not
Skyrim
found.
when you hit that level
Yeah.
of
As long as
notoriety
we're not
and you
Exactly.
get
found for the murder of a warlock, then we do have a home in Baldur's Gate, but that remains.
Who's
to
gonna
be seen.
report it? Who's gonna report it?
Like an old bitch dying in a bed.
But either like
the old bitch
in
don't
the-
even know what happened. The dwarf is the only one who does, and he's telling you guys.
Either in
Sorry,
the
you're
pink
right.
room
Let her
or
die,
the
please.
the drawing room. I'm gonna look for expensive, shiny, something cool.
That you can put in your not backpack.
Yeah.
You find a 6 silver piece, platinum candelabra.
Honestly, if I can find another bag in here too, that'd be great.
I mean,
Stealing my shit over now.
are you are you looking at what, in the bedroom, or where are you going?
No, I'm looking in the
The
pink room and the
drawing
drawing room. For
The
mainly
drawing
something
room.
expensive, but
Okay, so
But
the
also a
drawing room
bag.
where you guys came from, on the mantle, you do see a very
Baby mimic.
delicate gold filigreed one of those mantle clocks.
Ooh,
You know, the ones
sexy.
like this.
like big.
That's cool.
Or-
No, it's about that wide, and at the center it's about that tall. It goes up like this, and it goes down the sides like that. And it has like a little spinny thing at the bottom. And it's all gold filigreed and encrusted with jewels.
It's
and stuff
old
like that.
before digital. You wouldn't
Yeah.
understand.
Is
Don't
there
worry
anything
about it.
cooler? Is there like a cool
It's-
like a golden
It's worth
spoon?
a lot
Like
of money.
I mean,
Like a tiny
yeah.
golden spoon.
it's you can tell with your passive perception. It's gold and jewels, and
It's a
real.
clockwork item in a fantasy world. It's worth a lot of money. It's
Right.
like,
I don't
has-
have a bag anymore. How the
Exactly.
fuck am
What
I
is
gonna
this?
carry it?
what is this technology? Let me get a spoon. Where's the china?
Fleur, if you need somebody to hold that for you for a time, so long as Mal's
yeah,
okay
can-
with it, I'll hold it.
Because I also need all of the other shit that I threw out of my bag.
I have a
I'm-
carry
yeah.
capacity of around 1 million.
A billion.
So,
Right.
yeah, I can carry 540 pounds. So
Cool.
if you just want to like give me your shit, that's
Here's this clock and also all of my other shit.
yeah. We'll figure
What's-
that out like post session. How much stuff I'm adding to my inventory.
High off,
Time.
extremely high off spice. DMX is gonna vigorously prestidigitate Fleur's bag clean.
Well, no,
Uh,
DM said it burned because it was on the gun.
Burned
Oh
up.
shit,
on his
that's
head.
right, it did burn. Oops, never mind. Nothing to be
But-
done about that.
But
Good
if
luck.
you can
Bye.
clean all of the
What?
ball bearings so I can start putting them back in their 5 bags,
You're out,
that'd
you're
be
out of your
fantastic.
mind if you think I'm gonna be. You know what? No, he's high as shit. Yeah, he's gonna clean a bunch of ball bearings one by one. Just prestidigitate over and over again.
I'm gonna start
No,
cleaning
and the
them
thing
back.
is,
Cantrip.
once you get once you get the rhythm going, you know, it's take
But I'll
it.
tell you
I
what,
mean, wouldn't it
I'll
make
tell you
sense
what,
to like bring them all
I'm real
together in
chill
one
until you give me-
pile
Yeah,
and just
that's
I'm
exactly.
real
pile.
chill until you give me some of that fucking nose sugar, and all of a sudden I get OCD as fuck.
And I'm gonna start putting them back in their bags, so I
Booger
can
sugar.
get all of my ball bearings back.
So I think the
All
only
right.
thing that I wanted to do before we end the session is, as Mal and them are coming out, I wanted to, as they get a little bit closer, I just want to look over to them. As I'm hoisting a curtain with a dead body that I'm about to dispose of behind the house, did you...
The curtain
Did
is
you get what you
smoking, by
came
the
for?
way, because those burning bodies don't go out like quickly. They're like ember.
Oh, I patted him down. This is not my first body disposal. Man, I've seen some shit. Did you get what you came for?
Yes, I sure did. I'm gonna just simply go to a piece of paper. I got what's rightfully mine.
Well,
Whoop.
if there's anything that I can say about this matter, it's that even if you don't look back fondly on them sometimes, don't forget where you came from.
If I own anything about where I came from, I would be nowhere without D over here.
Well, that's very sweet. And D's gonna walk away high as shit.
Keep in mind, Mal has not done any of this yet.
As you guys are walking out, Dobby's following you, and you notice he looks a lot bulkier than usual.
Been lifting fucking weights. Like, these guys got this shit. Let me fucking
See,
crank
the
some
best part
reps,
about this is
baby.
No,
I
he's
walked
very
away, so I don't know what
Clingy
happened.
and clangy. He's like clink, clank, clink, clank.
It's chunky.
I'm gonna take off my cloak and put it on him. And just hide.
I mean, he is a kobold, so you know.
I'm gonna give him a
As we
high
walk-
five.
As we're walking out through the front door, Mal's like, "Oh, by the way, after she kills over, all this stuff is mine. Feel free to take anything you need."
Me putting a cloak over Dobby. Sure. Yeah.
I will remember that later. Definitely not applicable right now.
Dobby might have gotten a head start.
I've literally stolen myself. I don't care.
By the way, Fleur, you look down and you see it's like useless, like cheap, like cookware and utensils.
Is there a tiny golden spoon?
You'd have to go through all of it, but from the first glance, it just looks like he raided the kitchen. That's what it looked like.
You know what? When someone takes the chef feat, we're ready.
All right, you guys leave. And the funny thing I want to ask is, so you're looking for all this stuff. We have no bag. Did it ever occur to you to look for a bag?
Yeah, he literally said that.
If
I
there's
don't remember you
also
saying look for a bag.
around-
You said, do I see anything
literally said
shiny?
that.
I said
heard
shiny.
shiny.
Oh, also, if there's any bag around, that'd be nice too. I did
specifically
say
remember
that.
that. That was the thing that happened.
Cool.
Yep.
You don't find one, but it's good to know.
As Thanic's carrying the dead body, he finds a bag on the way out and he grabs it. This will be useful. He can grab
This
it.
seems to be about your size.
And you guys
Gucci
leave.
Shit.
And I guess this is where we
Gucci.
can end the session. We didn't get the tiny, unfortunately.
Sorry, Marie.
Sorry.
I don't even know.
Next
if
week
it's
we
still
will
on
we will
the
role play the caravan travel so hard that we still don't make it to Tiny. I guess we'll end this session as you guys are right outside the Dragon Cultist camp. It's
Guys,
tiny
she wouldn't
somewhere
lay
in
down
there.
on the carpet on the floor and she's asleep.
I have been there. I understand that completely.
You have been there.
As I'm currently sitting on the carpet, yes, I have been there.
Yeah.
I am.
Well, we got that big fluffy carpet down there, and she just like.
Yeah, no, I'd seen that in the background.
I would point you down
She lay
towards
down.
the carpet, but nobody needs to see these fucking thunder thighs.
Hi,
Not
Ghost.
tonight.
I do.
Did mommy take your
Later.
spot?
Your face.
He's like, she took my
Anyways.
spot. But yeah, we can end this here.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was fun.
You
Next
guys.
session, I will
Never
roll
leave
above
me
a 10.
without having to figure shit out. I just constantly trying to figure shit out the entire
You're
time.
welcome.
But it's fun. It's fun. I'm good with that.
You're over a monarch. That's kind of fun. Or a lord of the town. Whatever we're calling this.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know which way it would go, but you came up with something that would. I mean, you're a forgery guy, and you could do this. There you go. So it works.
Fucking Rolo is dead.
Since we're out again, my plan was if it didn't turn into a whole murder fest, I was gonna plant drugs on the bitch, but that didn't work, I guess.
I wanted
Once
to
he
be more
hit me,
dramatic.
She
I
would
wanted
have
to
no.
murder
Those
him.
charges never would have stuck. She's rich.
It was a plan. But this worked much better. Murder is always the solution, I guess.
The second he hit me for 14 hit points, I was like, I'll murder him.
I love how they're hitting you, and you probably have the least hit points.
I'll murder him.
I only lost like 4. No,
I
3.
died.
You literally died. Well,
It was a
was knocked
washing.
unconscious.
That was a wash. It was a one dude.
I
He
didn't
had some
even-
first level shit.
I didn't even need to die. I could have done something else. No. I was
Yeah,
determined.
yeah. You
I
had a dumb
think-
idea, and you were gonna
I
see it
think
through to the end,
Flora
and I
should
respect
get
it.
inspiration for that, for sticking to that fucking plan.
I had a bit. I committed to the bit.
Yeah. Yes, that indeed. Indeed.
I'm not
And
gonna lie,
also,
I do not know how to spell
like,
Delfontaine.
all of my attacks, I realized that I
DEL.
prepared are ranged.
Space. FON.
What?
DEL.
DEL.
FON.
Space.
What?
Capital FON. TAINE.
See, I was right. I just put it in the chat.
Well, it was fun playing with you guys. Definitely not coming back. I can't handle all this. I'm sick of you guys. I'm just
You love us, and you know
can't
it.
stand
No,
you.
it's fair.
For,
You love
Yeah.
us.
Liar. It's just like, here's the thing. It's like so fucked up that he picks a character that's based off of DMX, and there just happens to be fucking drugs here. It's horrible. It's horrible.
yeah, guys, I don't know what's wrong with you all.
He just comes out of
No.
rehab of being old, is healthy, and he's just gonna push this, just taunt him with this shit.
I blame Mal. It's Mal.
Hey, I banged an orc to get those drugs. They are getting used.
All right, we'll end it here.
The caravan gonna be so fun.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be doing a one shot on Sunday if you're watching. Join us at Sunday at 6 Central, 7 Eastern time
I'll
for
be
the
there.
one shot. Cycle of Sin. But that's all we have for now. So until next time, till all I want.